welcome listeners to the Adeptus Terra Podcast, the podcast where bolters roar, heresy burns, and the galaxy is forever on the brink of annihilation. Whether you're a battle-hardened veteran of the Long War or a fresh recruit just stepping onto the battlefield, this is your place for all things Warhammer 40k and the Horus Heresy. Each episode we dive into the lore, the tabletop, factions, and the endless conflicts that define the 41st millennium, from the God Emperor's Imperium to the darkest horrors of the Warp. So steel your resolve, check your dice, and prepare for war. Hello and welcome to Season 4, Episode 3, Silence No More. I'm Matt.
I'm Sam.
I'm Neil.
And here we are for another episode of Season 4. Well, welcome to the episode. We've got lots to go on and get through. We've had our first round of our narrative campaign, which we will be speaking about. That's between the Emperor's Children, Blood Angels, and Mechanicum on the Moon of Orlithia. But before that, we go into our usual musings and ramblings of the Legion of Three. But before that, we get to talk a little bit about what's going on in the wider world of the podcast. So, next month's Hobby Hangout, we have April the 26th from 8 p.m. Please come and hang out with us. We put out a Google Meet link. There's an advert, I think, every episode about our Hangouts, our midweek ones with Mike on a Wednesday, as well as our monthly Sunday dates and times. That goes out on our Facebook and our Discord. Make sure you're on those two things to get that link and that invite and come and hang out with us as we hobby. Event news, things are progressing. We now have WhatsApp chats for our two teams, our Loyalists and our Traitors. The Loyalist one is very, very active, and our Traitors are almost all in it now.
Yes, I've had to mute the Loyalist one because it's so busy.
It's good.
It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I don't want to add that, but I've had to mute it.
Yeah. Neil doesn't like happiness.
No.
That is true. He is allergic to it. But yes, the Traitors are slowly petering into the chat, and they are chatting, which is nice. But yes, so things are progressing. Hopefully next month we'll have a little bit more to share with the wider world about the event. But it's nice to see the players getting excited, talking about what they're bringing, what Lord of Wars they're thinking of bringing. It's just been good to kind of see that people are really excited to come to our third event. Not much else to share about that, really. Legion of Three, gentlemen. Shall we move into our general discussion of what we've been up to this month?
Yeah, Neil can go first.
We'll go for an absolute clusterfuck.
We just go wherever now, remember?
We'll go for an absolute clusterfuck of
Neil can
stuff.
certainly kick us off with a sentence, and we'll see where we go.
What did we do?
Start us off with a sentence.
We've built some stuff.
Yeah, I certainly have done that.
Nope. Did not do that this month.
Well, you're rubbish.
Are you sure? I'm sure you've
Did you build them, or did you?
Did I finish building this month?
I think at least one of them or something.
The Saturnines are built.
I mean,
although Kelly dropped one on the floor yesterday.
Oh,
technically,
Praetor on the floor.
They're not built to the box art.
I don't give a fucking flying fuck.
Do they not have the shoulder pads?
They do not have the shoulder pads.
I would leave the shoulder pads off. Personally.
So the shoulder pads are off right now for painting.
Yeah.
So the scheme that I'm going for with them is obviously I've got the fact that they're definitely not flesh tearers.
Yeah. Black shoulder pads.
Black shoulder pads.
Yep.
And rather than doing what I did the first time I did this scheme of just spray painting them black and leaving them black, I'm actually sort of like dry brushing the like grey and a bit of white at the edge, highlighting them and stuff.
Okay.
So I've left them off deliberately because otherwise I'd have to spray it red using my normal way of painting my Blood Angels and then have to go back in and repaint it black. Which, to be honest, is a large part of my Blood Angel scheme is to spray it all red and paint it back to being black.
Yeah.
For like the metal and stuff. So
I've
decided to leave the shoulder pads off. I'm gonna put the shoulder pads on mainly because I like the presence that it gives them.
Yeah.
Like it's like an 80s.
Yeah.
It's like an 80s. You remember the 80s?
Power shoulders.
It's like the 80s power shoulders that
shoulder pads in the 80s. Yes.
So it's kind of like those. So my normal guys So in a Saturnine squad, it comes with 2 normal dudes and a sergeant as a standard. So my sergeant is going to have gold trim on his shoulder pad. And then the normal guys are all going to have silver trim.
Yeah, that's cool.
As a way of kind of like figuring out who the sergeant, because they all look the fucking same.
Yeah.
No racistness intended, but they all look the same.
I realised this for my Mechanicum, because the Mechanicum, you can upgrade like one Thalax to be a Praetorian, and an Ursarax to be a
something
whatever.
else.
And I'm looking at them when I was playing Neil, and I was like, no idea if that's it, Alpha. I'm like, no idea if my Alpha's actually dead. I've got one left, and I'm like, surely I'd keep the Alpha till last, so I guess we just play him as the Alpha, right? And it's only one leadership buff anyway, which didn't come into play, so it didn't matter. But I was like, I need to go back and mark these guys.
You need to identify that
maybe
you
need like
are the Alpha.
Maybe need like a Hand of Sauron style thing over the front.
That would be really cool.
Yeah.
Do you know what I do have as well is the Night Lords. I have I think it's Brass Etch that are like hands.
Oh yeah, one of those then.
Something like that could work.
Just over the faceplate.
Yeah,
not like enough that it's really cool, but nobody needs to question the fact that he won't be able to see.
Well, they're mechanical.
Yeah,
I don't need to see through their eyes.
No.
So I built those apparently, and I came to the realization that how does this turn into me starting? Neil starting?
I don't know.
You just started talking
Because you talk about my Saturnines.
He said we've all built stuff, and you said no, I haven't, and we said
Yes,
I think you have. That's all we've done.
You might as well.
No, go on. I'll stop there.
No.
I've got more.
Basically, he's built some Saturnines.
This is going to be the most sweariest episode ever from me.
Right.
So you might as well fucking finish.
I could bleep. I'll just get a bleep button. So all right,
how
fine.
many bleeps?
I'll go. So Saturnine Terminators. I came to the realization that I actually quite would like to play them in my games against Matt and Neil this month.
Yeah.
And in order to do that, I wanted to try and get them painted. How fucking foolhardy I was. But I got it all out to paint, got all my airbrush stuff out, and realised I don't have any airbrush black anymore.
Oh yes, we had this conversation.
Yeah. And me being the impatient fuck that I am was like, well, I guess I'll go buy a rattle can of black then. And I've used the Colour Forge one.
Yep.
The non-asbestos one.
That's just the basic material.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's fine. Just because it is really good to huff. So I mean,
asbestos forge.
Yeah. And so I went and found out that the Geek Hut, is it called in Battlesbridge?
Nerd base.
Nerd base.
Geek Hut, Nerd base.
Same thing.
Same.
So Nerd base.
But different.
I'm a stockist for them.
Did you go to Battlesbridge?
No, I went to. I didn't go to Battlesbridge one. I went to that one instead.
You did?
Yeah. Because I phoned them and they said we've got them. We'll put one beside for you. And I was like, well, I guess I'm coming to you then.
Yeah.
But
they've got one on Canvey.
And Colchester now.
What? Nerd base?
Yeah.
Got one on Canvey?
Yeah.
Who wants to?
Mate,
Who wants to go to Canvey?
I've been in there multiple times.
Matt wants to go to Canvey.
How on earth did you get onto the island and get off the island safely?
Well, I'm married to someone from Canvey.
You get the free pass.
So I have a free pass.
So his left foot is webbed.
It's like my second passport.
Yes.
Just no lynching. So anyway, so I phoned them and they had one, but they had I also felt like I was doing a good deed because they had a break-in.
Yes, the Battlesbridge one, yeah.
And
they really?
Had, someone came in and smashed up and took all their Pokemon cards. Like, as in, like, the packs of Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
Because, sure, that's the world we live in now. Pokemon cards are that important. So I was like, oh, well, I'm doing a good deed if I go buy this rattle can and go and have a look around. So I spent my lunch break looking around all the toys.
It is cool.
It is
I've been
cool.
there once.
It is...
the Canvey one's more like a modern store that sells like modern models and stuff like that.
Whereabouts?
They have some in the Knightswick, like by the Sainsbury's.
Oh yeah.
Whereas the Battlesbridge one is full of like 90s toys.
collection,
90s and 80s stuff.
Like your classic toys. Your
it's a cool shop, and then to park there, you have to go through like one of their antique, or like an antique yard. It's like on a bit of an estate.
Yeah.
So it's just,
I've never been to the Battlesbridge one.
It was cool. I liked it. So I went and picked that up. Brought that back, and I was like, well, while I'm spraying stuff, I might as well spray all of my doors for the ZM.
Yes.
And then the scattered terrain that you brought to be painted.
Our objectives, yeah.
So I sprayed all of that black, and then I did all the red for the Blood Angels, for the Saturnine Terminators, for their main armor. So this is a standard technique where I do a kind of a Zenithal of white over the black, and then I sprayed the red over top of that.
Yeah. Were you worried you'd get the red different?
No.
Okay.
I don't worry about that kind of stuff.
I find that, like, what often happens is I paint a large amount of a force because there's an event or something coming up, and then I don't touch it for like nearly a year. And I have the recipe, so I know exactly what paints and everything.
Yeah.
But because I haven't done it in so long, I always am like a bit concerned that they're going to look a bit different.
I don't, not that they look different. They're not. The recipe isn't hard enough to like. It doesn't rely. It's like your amazing.
I just mean like over highlighting or under highlighting because you get that red slightly different to when you're mass doing them.
Yeah,
a whole force.
So the way
that kind of standard or level is quite easy to remember. Whereas 8 months later, you're like, how much did I highlight them? Because they're fully painted and they're washed, and so you can't even look at your finished models and be like, is that red matching because it's pre-oil wash or whatever else?
Fun fact, I've never oil washed any of mine. They're all just the standard red. So the way that I do it is when I've got one of those little turntable, like
from your airbrush.
Yeah. So I put them in the middle of that.
Lazy Susan.
So after he's black,
spin it really quickly.
So I go like not 90, like straight down, but like a little bit off camber and spray a quick and spin to give like the really like harsh highlights. And then I go down to, if 90's like there, probably halfway between 90 and 0. So what, 45?
45.
So 45, and then I do.
I was waiting for that.
I then do one go around then, and then I look at the model and go, actually, okay, is it that his left leg didn't manage to catch anything here? So I'll spray up his left leg and stuff, and I'll do that. So that's how I do it. So it's if I do that, they're pretty uniform. And then I find the red is very forgiving.
Yeah.
What I worry about more is that the red coverage isn't great sometimes. Oh, okay. So like I'll spray it and I'll be like, oh, why the fuck's this under his arm is still white?
Yeah.
And then I find that if I try and just spray that bit, the rest of the area then gets too dark because there's an extra layer of red there. So that's my only concern is when I spray it is that I don't get good coverage.
Go for the less is more approach.
Yeah, basically. And you can see it in some models, like they are like there's like a grey to black patch underneath their arm, but it kind of just looks like shadow. I don't like. And to be fair, I'm not winning anything with these models.
No.
They are tabletop, better than tabletop, but tabletop standard. They look good on a table.
And none of us is going to go, oh, I want to have a look at the underside of your model.
Yeah.
You can do if you like. I won't care about your opinion. That is one of
the benefits. Yeah. That is one of the benefits of using a darker colour for your base.
Yes.
Like, using blacks or dark browns or purples or whatever you use as your base. It being darker than your end result means it gives that portrayal of shadow.
Yeah.
Whereas I imagine when you're basing on like white or grey or, I don't know, pink, you've got that little issue that the bits that you miss with the highlight, the other bits are going to look lighter.
Yeah.
So they got painted up. The doors, I'm super into dry brushing silver, like dry brushing metal at the moment.
Yeah.
So all I did for the doors was just aggressively dry brush them with.
I need to get a set of dry brushes.
When you say aggressively, was it?
Fuck you! Fuck you!
Thank you.
That's my kind of style.
Yeah. So I used is it Iron Warrior silver? It's like the dark silver, darker than lead belcher.
Yeah,
so
sure.
I used that one to dry brush first. And then did is it Mithril silver? That's not the colour anymore, but it used to be called Mithril silver.
Rune Fang?
Rune Fang steel.
Rune Fang is the bright silver that I use.
Well, and then so I did that one very, very lightly around the edges, and then I used the streak and grime.
Yes.
So then streak and grime down like where the mechanical bits move, and then I painted the Aquillas on them bronze, basically.
Brassy colour.
To be fair, I reckon you could probably spend way more time on them, but actually, they're just doors. And it's nice. It's nice that they're painted. It added to the board that the fact that the doors are painted. So
it really did. Yeah, it really did.
And then the computer terminals that Matt brought, I dry brushed the painted them black, dry brushed the silver onto like the base plate where the person would stand, and then dry brushed the terminals brown.
Yep.
Then Uriel yellow, the dark base yellow.
Yeah.
And then the bright yellow on top. So it's like a dirty colour.
Yeah.
They look really good.
They do look really
for a
good
quick dry brush. I'm like, that's pretty good.
For like a 10-minute job. Again,
a little bit of
terrain,
detail
right?
on like the buttons and the screens.
Yeah.
Probably an oil wash first, just to
Sure.
draw it together, and then glowy screen done.
Yeah. So they're not finished, but they were again perfectly fine as set dressing.
My army
for
wasn't
the,
finished.
Perfectly fine
Neither
for set
was mine,
dressing
so-
for the thing.
It did exactly what it needed to do.
Yeah.
And it made
They were
the
easy
table.
to see.
That was mainly it. Why I picked yellow. One reason I picked yellow was because your armies
I'm
is
stupidly
yellow,
using yellow.
and they're your terminals in our campaign.
Yeah.
And in real life. And I thought, and also it means that they stick out. They stand out. My board is got red walls. It's grey, so it's dark. So actually having these bright yellow beacon style things made sense in my mind. And then that's, I think, all of it. Saturnine, doors. So doors that I've been fucking trying to get around to forever. Actually done now, which is nice. And then the terminals are done, so we've got something to fight over. And then I think that's all the kind of hobbying stuff. I mean, it's nice to get back to it. I have wanted to paint more.
I think last month you were saying you were in a funk.
Yeah, the Saturnines are quite nice. And then actually the bit I'm looking forward to is the Tacticus comes out today for the tank. The
the Tactica, Journal Tactica or whatever.
That comes out today.
Read a review first.
So I might need it just for the rules of.
You're gonna want to buy some Sicarans.
I'm gonna want to. Tank Commander Kale is coming.
Oh yeah,
we had this discussion last night.
Yeah.
Tank Commander Kale. It's fine. I'm gonna get the Forge World. I'm gonna get the Forge World model, the Terminator. I'm gonna slice him off at the hip and then stick him into the top.
You can't have a Terminator hanging out of a tank.
Tank Commander Kale can wear whatever the fuck he likes. He just isn't wearing the bottom half. He's just wearing the top. He's in his boxes underneath.
You could sort of cause some damage around the hatch, so it looks like he's had to squeeze out.
Yeah. Or what we have in the narrative, someone needs to kill him and chop off his legs, and then he doesn't have legs. He just becomes the tank.
Okay, we can work that into the narrative, I'm sure.
Tank Commander Kale.
Yeah, his penitence is never over, and rather than be interned in a dreadnought,
rather than waste a dreadnought,
just attach me into this Kratos.
Yeah. I am now Kratos. I identify as Kratos. Kratos Kale.
Be whatever you want to be.
It has motivated me, and seeing like the purple on Neil's and your army coming along, it's made me want to paint some more. I think I'm going to enjoy bigger point limits.
Yeah.
But we'll get there. We'll talk about that.
Yeah. No.
Neil.
Building. So what we've built.
Where we started.
Yeah, back to you. You talked about building, weren't we?
Building, yes. So I built pretty much. Finished building everything, and it was the despoilers that were the last thing to actually get done, and that was magnetizing them, so the arms, the backpacks, so I can turn them into assault marines as well as despoilers.
They look really good as despoilers. They look really bulky because of the extra like tubing that's around their chest and goes behind their head. Actually didn't look weird with regular shoulder pads and a regular power generator. I thought I didn't think they would look weird, but I thought, I wonder how that's going to look.
Yeah, it was.
And I actually really like the aesthetic.
It was one of those things where it's like, let's see how this goes. Oh, actually, it
they
kind
look
of fits.
bulkier. They look bulkier, which, although you can go either that sleek, like the Palatine blade look, which is like I'm an expert swordsman, or you go bulk armor. I'm going to bash your face in.
Yeah.
And they've got that kind of vibe about them, which I quite like.
They've got the vibe. They might not necessarily do the thing.
I think part of the narrative campaign is realizing that we're playing in a different environment and against lists that are going to be a bit more unique.
Yeah,
particularly at lower points levels.
Yeah, would have been. I showed Neil the tank list I suggested to you, and I was like, this wouldn't have been fun for you. I see you on
glad you didn't go for that one. Did you show him the list you brought against me?
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. Of course it was fun. Completely legal.
It was very legal.
Yes. Just.
It was fine. It was basically the same list I took against Neil, but just different.
Yeah.
Same, but different.
Same, but different. You didn't get Saturnine Terminators to play against. You just got...
No, I just got a whole load of Crimson Paladins.
8 or 9.
And a Praetor at 1,000 points.
I had a Praetor
as well.
I had a Saturnine
honestly,
Praetor to go against.
Yeah, well, that's scary, yeah.
It needed to get to the field.
Yeah.
I came up with a new name for him, by the
These
way.
bloody blood angels going, we're going to go in hard.
We still have no names for the characters because they are still going to be known as what we discussed last night.
Oh yeah, fuck boy.
Yeah. So
You brought, what's his name? Did you, or was he another centurion?
No, another centurion.
No, his leader is not taken to the field.
Neither was mine.
Fuck's sake, cowards.
Well,
Fuck
Talarion
cowards.
is a little bitch. That is how I've written him.
This
Like-
is why Tank Commander KO is going to win.
No. And Vistorian Glabis is
I'm
doing
going
his
to glaive
research,
you in the face.
is researching the enemies, so he knows the weak points. To,
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
Tank Commander KO is going to glaive you in the face.
So
The
anyway.
perfect counter.
Exactly. So, having built them, they've all been primed, and they've all had one coat of the base purple, which is the Army Painter demonic purple.
Yeah, that's the dark purple.
So that's the dark purple.
Oh yeah.
And then I found a recipe online that basically is the dark purple mixed with a base pink,
Okay.
50-50. So do that zenithal, and then you do the base pink top,
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
where you
for
get
the
the
final
pinkiness from.
highlight. Yeah.
and then you use the next pink up to do the edge highlighting.
Fuck edge highline.
That's so many fucking steps, Neil.
That's like
No,
four.
it's
That's
not.
not too bad.
It's not that many
Yeah, it's
steps.
so many steps.
I would ignore that last bit. Just
The edge
fuck
highlighting.
the edge
It's-
highlight.
Are you edge highlighting with your airbrush? Or are you edge highlighting with a paintbrush?
You can't edge highlight with an airbrush.
You can if you're good enough.
Well,
Okay.
sure.
Sure. Yeah.
So you're airbrushing the rest of the steps, the dark,
Yeah.
the medium, and the high,
Yeah.
and then you're
Edge
going to
highlighting.
brush your edge highlight.
Yeah.
And are you doing classic Dark Angel style edge highlighting, GW style edge highlighting, where every fucking edge is highlighted,
No.
or are you just going, oh, there's the top of a shoulder pad? Yeah.
No, it's a mixture of where I think sort of like if they're facing up,
Yeah.
they get an edge. It doesn't matter whether it's dark surface or light surface.
So you're basically going to
It's
look at the
edge.
model and go,
And right, that's
Yeah.
the top edge.
yeah, okay,
Highlight that.
Yeah.
cool,
Certain areas where they're slightly lighter, I will edge highlight that.
yeah.
And go from there. And then after that, I'll be gloss varnishing them all. Put the wash on, so 50-50 mix of gloss known oil and Drugy Violet. Chuck that all over. Let
Let's
that
get
dry.
into this world of oils now.
I've got the
So
thing is
good.
I've got the paints.
It's like
So
magic.
Do you know what though? Out of all of them, I think if you were going for a particular aesthetic, Emperor's Children could look really good in like that grim dark oil wash style. But I could see why you wouldn't do it.
Yeah. Having
Like-
that shiny, like not dulling everything down too
Yeah.
much
Mm.
makes a lot of sense.
So you got this weird hybrid mix of paint that you're never going to be able to do more than once.
no, it's a 50-50 mix of
You said 3 paints. You said null oil. How's it a
Null
50-50
oil.
mix of 3 paints?
and Drugy Violet.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said another one.
Yeah.
I thought you said Agrax in there as well. Because Agrax should go in every mix you ever do, because Agrax is the best.
Yeah,
I don't own any GW washes. Just everything's oil.
Yeah.
I hear you. I acknowledge what you say,
What about how great Agrax is?
but I'm not adding Agrax.
Agrax, just one model. Just try it. See how you feel. Because I feel like I've never painted a model of Agrax and it's looked worse.
Just no.
We
Just
used to
no.
say these things about Nona.
Yeah.
But none of it's gone weird. It's like weird, shiny gloss now, isn't it?
Well,
Even the non-gloss version.
Even
and
the non-gloss.
and it
version.
works well for what I need it for.
Yeah.
And then once that has dried and
Yeah.
there's no watermarks, so it's a lot of drawing off.
Yeah.
They then get matte painted down, matte varnished down,
Right.
and that's then protected.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it will be. Yeah.
And then you're ready
And then I
for
can paint everything else on them.
everything else. Yeah.
So, this process, have you done it for any like singular model yet? Or is this all just theory?
So all of the despoilers have been gloss varnished and had the wash on them.
Oh,
I just haven't. There's 2 that haven't had the matte varnish spray.
the gold shoulder trim.
Yeah, the gold
boys.
shoulder trims.
Okay, they didn't look that shiny. But then I guess
that's
the
because
washes.
they've been matted down.
Oh, so you've done the matte down as well,
There's 2 that haven't,
right?
but the other 8 are
Oh,
matte
they look really
varnished.
good. Well, that'll be really good.
I think they're going to look phenomenal.
Do it's not playing devil's advocate because I don't want to paint the fuck you like. But do you think the effect that you get on those, they do look really good. The effect that you get from doing that wash step is worth the effort of doing that wash step from a model where you haven't done it?
Probably not. Probably not. But it's
What, the Null Oil and Drucci?
Yeah, basically what I'm asking is it's a lot like a gloss, slap it on, and then a matte back down is across.
Or you could just do a matte, don't do a wash, and just then paint. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like is the effect that you get from adding those washes worth that? Because you've got a lot of dudes in that list, right? There's what 30 boys,
There's gonna be
42.
some more.
40, 42 in that 1,000 points.
Yeah.
That's unless you're doing all of it at once.
Yeah.
Which Neil does not seem like a batch painter
No,
to me.
he's a unit by unit painter.
I wouldn't even say that. I say like model by model painter. Like
No, I
we
don't
mix up
think
this
he's quite
50-50
there.
mix now.
I think he's similar to the way I would do things, which is
If you had patience and
yeah, well,
attention span.
not the steps. Don't get me wrong. I will cut all of those down. No,
Drucci
but
Violet, just paint that on.
I will start with like right. I'll get everyone. Like all the purple. I'm assuming you did virtually back to back, right?
Yeah.
You get all that done. Then you go unit by unit to then build up to the point of finer details, and then it's model to completion, model to completion, model to completion.
Oh,
Once you've got those washes all done, and it's like right now I'm doing eye lenses. And
is
all
that how you
stuff.
work?
I don't. I'm guessing that's how I tend to.
I think I'm just going to basically go right. Despoilers, chainsword, black. Painted all the chainsaws black.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
And then move on to the next thing that I want to do.
Yeah.
Rather than going, I'm overdoing it on these.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want to
yeah,
burn
yeah.
out on them
Yeah.
specifically.
Yeah. Whereas that's where I live. I live in
You
burnout.
live in the burnout.
So like I go, oh, here's an army of 50. Just guess they're one big
Yeah.
unit now.
Yeah. I kind of have felt that. Like I've been painting up the Mechanicum to get them fully painted. I've failed that. And
Not failed. Missed
Oh,
the
100%.
opportunity.
100% did. It's been a lot going on in my life, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
I think it's weird.
Fine.
It's weird
but-
now painting like small model counts.
Yeah. Well, it's like the Ultramarine Tank Force I painted in one go. My Death Guard, like 100 Marines, I painted in like 2 months and just nearly killed myself doing it.
Mm.
But they look good.
And now I'm at a point, I'm really happy with them. But I'm now at a point where it's like painting 1,000 points of Mechanicum, where a couple of months before we started doing this, maybe a month before we started doing this, I was like, well, I still need to buy half the models.
Yeah.
So I've bought, built, painted, and it's been a bit crazy. And I'm kind of like hating the fact that I've picked yellow. I think it works really well.
And it contrasts very nicely with purple.
Yeah. I'm really happy with how they're starting to come out. But it's not the easiest
Have you got
to
one
slap on.
Have you got one model to completion yet?
No, I'm getting everything to oil wash,
Yeah.
and then I will oil wash the entire force.
Okay.
And then it will be the finer detail bits.
Yeah.
But so I've got a Castellax and an Ursarax that are ready for oil wash.
Okay.
But the problem is where I've gone for, it's one of these classic things. At the time, I was like, I had a semi-narrative reason and a in my head speed reason for doing base silver as the armor color.
Yep.
Because often you see Mechanicum, they're red, they're whatever with their shoulder pads and the armor, and then you just have the silver mechanical bits of highlighted up. I was like, well, if I just do everything silver, one, it's a kind of a Archmagos who's pulled away from the orders and so has stripped back all the colour and is, kind of coming up with his own thing. And they're badly stocked because they're hiding out on their own, like all these kind of reasons. So they're base silver. Similar to kind of your idea originally for the Contemptor list,
Yeah.
where they're all going to kind of be that base grey.
Yeah.
That's kind of the
Which
idea.
Still got them in the cupboard.
Yeah.
Could still work. Do you
But,
know what? 3K Contemptor list.
Good. Well,
Go for it. Please go for it.
They're not that good anymore, though, are they?
Please
they're
just do
not actually that bad.
Contemptor Kale.
But can't be what? And then you're going to have half a Contemptor hanging out the top of a tank.
No. So the legs will be the bottom half of a Terminator.
Yeah.
Flintstone.
Yeah. So he has missed leg day.
Yeah.
And at the top of him is a Contemptor. The bottom of him is a
skips leg
no.
day every
God.
day.
And he's got. Oh, what I have got one of the Cyclops tanks. So I can give him a little controller, and he can drive in that around. Tank Commander Kale. Brilliant. This
Oh,
guy's great.
God.
I think he might die after this campaign.
Yeah.
I think I might kill him.
Yeah. That would be quite a story.
We'll see. We'll see if it makes sense at the end.
Yeah.
If it's like a last duel against the Emperor's children.
Yeah. Well, after our game, which we'll obviously talk about much later, but one of my support characters is already instantly killed off because it was just made sense. He was beheaded so quickly that it was like, yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, he's not here anymore.
Whereas I have an epic story for the one against Neil,
Yeah.
so he's going to hang around because he's earned some respect. But yeah, like I found it very difficult to just get paint on models.
Yep.
This month particularly, partly outside forces and priorities, but partly just struggling to want to.
Yeah.
And I kind of came to the conclusion a few weeks ago that when we were like looking at, we've got recording coming up, we need to get our games in. I was like, I can either absolutely kill myself and then begrudge my games because I've killed myself, or
especially with the outcomes of those games as well.
Yeah.
Man, this is really well painted.
Hey,
they're all dead.
hey,
I had one guy survive.
hey, maybe. But just, or I can enjoy playing them, and that hopefully will enthuse some hobby. And I think I have got there. The only problem with going up to 1.5 is I found myself having to buy a bunch of stuff.
Yep.
Which is now coming in the post, hopefully today. And now I'm back to when I need to build half the force.
So this was my question. You said I'm going to get all of the force to the point of oil washing before I oil wash them. Is that your entire 3K? You're going to get to oil washing?
Hopefully I will get to the point of oil wash before I hit 3K.
Right. Okay.
But maybe, I don't know. I do want to finish some models. So
it would be good. It would be good to finish this campaign.
It would be good to finish some models.
With a painted army.
100%.
No, I'm excited for Neil. I'm excited for Neil's Emperor's Children fully painted army.
Yeah.
To be fair, so am I.
They look. To be honest, mate, that purple, and I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass because I'm normally quite a critical person.
Very nice.
But it is very nice purple.
It is indeed.
Purpley pink.
I am very, very pleased.
Yeah, I'm gonna be very pleased when it's finished.
Yeah.
Where were we?
Oh, I don't know. I was talking about
you were painting,
not getting shit done.
Matt was complaining about not painting.
That's kind of been life, really. Other than obviously the campaign, it's just been getting more colours onto models. The thralls nearly killed me. There's so much detail
For
like tiny little
1 point
bastards that die. Like
I didn't kill many of them.
This?
I didn't kill any of them.
No, well, they were running around getting secondaries.
Like
against Neil, they were front and centre very quickly. And they took a bit of a battering. I do see why they are good, because you can, particularly if you take the Lacrimerta stat line, because you can buff them to make them actually quite scarily tough, which is pretty cool. But there's just so much detail on these tiny little dudes, and a lot of it I am choosing to ignore. That I'd either do in the final detail step or just keep base silver. Because it's a bit of metal.
Yeah. Seeing yours made me think about painting mine. I definitely still want to do it. Did you see the article this month they've come out and done all the traitor Mechanicum paint schemes?
No.
I didn't realise that the one that I picked is cream.
Cream's fun.
I don't know if it is.
Bone colour.
I don't know if it is.
It's easy.
Sure.
I've done over 100 Marines in cream. You're fine. Yeah, absolutely fine. But tech-thralls suck, and I've bought another box of them. So there's 20 more to build.
They are nice, though. They look really good.
They're amazing models. They genuinely
and
are
the fact
amazing.
they're in plastic rather than the resin they used to. Can you imagine if you did that in resin?
Oh, good grief.
Yeah. The only thing about the resins is they were like 3 bits.
Yeah, torso and head is
plastic
one
is
thing.
insane.
It was just arm.
Well, so most of the thralls, their legs are in 3 pieces minimum.
I don't get it.
So you got 20 models, 3 pieces for the legs. 2 arms are pretty standard. They've got the backpack. They've got a cable that you need to do. Their front chest piece of the torso has to go on. So you have a whole torso other than the detail of the chest plate that you have to glue on.
So strange.
And then the head.
At least you plastic glued them, right?
Yeah. Everything's plastic glued.
Oh, could you talk us through how you plastic glue?
Chuck plastic glue on it and put it together.
Right.
What do you mean?
Okay.
So this is my scheme. Like 2 bits of plastic, paint one side, paint the other side. two become one. Neil, how do you plastic glue?
So, your first step is correct. You paint plastic glue on both sides.
Nah, just one side.
No, it is two sides.
Nah, it's one side.
Yeah, so in this respect, in my humble opinion,
Yes.
Sam is correct.
Oh, I understand I am not correct, but I'm just telling you honestly what I do.
So, glue both sides, put them down, let the glue start chewing into the plastic, and then recoat one side and stick them together.
Fuck no.
Yeah. Yeah. When he told me, because I said about Kelly knocking my Praetor on the floor and his arm came off.
Wouldn't have come off.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Wouldn't have
to
come
be
off.
fair, she it was on my my stair shelving unit. It was on the top one, and she literally just whacked it, and it flew across the room onto the wood floor. So
you are well known for putting things high up on perches and them falling off.
That is true.
it's not my fault. You couldn't build a model properly. And so he disintegrated. So his arm came off. Basically, his arm came off. I was like, so I just was gluing it back on. And Neil was like, do you let the glue rest between applying more glue? And I was like, no, I don't do that at all. I do the glue on both sides, two become one.
Yeah.
The glue on one side only if it's a really hard place to get the
I
bristles.
tend to do
And then I do loads of
glue
glue
on one side, chuck it in, leave it while I'm building another bit,
Mm-hmm.
and then come back, and then I will put the glue, if it's like a join, like round the outside of it,
Right.
to just give it a stronger bond.
So one of the things which definitely doesn't help, but in my mind it does, is if it's something that has come off and it's having trouble gluing it together, after I've put it in place, I'll then get more glue and just paint it around the outside because that helps it bond more.
Yeah.
And I hope I put extra glue on and then just touch the edge of it, and hopefully the glue goes into the crack and then glues it even better.
You've got the Tamir extra thin, yes?
Yeah.
The green one, because there's an
Green
extra thin, isn't there?
No, there are two versions of the extra thin.
Oh.
I don't really know the difference, but
yeah, the extra thin.
The guy at Wayland tried to explain it to me because I said, "Oh, do you have any extra, like the green extra?" He said, "No, we have this white one."
I do need to get more. Actually, it's starting to run low enough to where I can turn it into sprue goo.
I don't get that. I looked online there is no recipe for like how to do it.
What, sprue goo?
Sprue goo.
You just
chuck
plastic.
sprue in it until it gets to about the right.
Yeah, but
consistency.
it doesn't, like, because the sprue has to break down inside, so the consistency, like, it takes too long to get to the correct consistency.
Yeah. So you chuck a couple of bits of sprue and just leave it for a couple of days.
Yeah.
I think I've
it's
got the right
something
consistency, but it's more like flubber consistency.
Yeah,
Or you might want to add some more glue
some
to
more
it.
glue to that.
Yeah, I'll wait until I don't have any.
I need to get a new pot and then turn what I've got, because it's just at the level where the brush is like.
Or you can
Not
pull
in it.
pull the brush down.
No, but I'm like, I want to make some sprue goo.
Yeah.
I'm like, do I use this opportunity to make that into sprue goo and then get a new bot?
I mean, yes, but at the same time, you're quite cheap.
I am 100%.
So if you pull the brush down, you can keep using that glue for a bit longer.
Well, I still can. You just shake it a bit.
That's what I do. Put the lid on and just shake it.
Yeah,
more glue on
and
it.
then you take it up and it's got a drip on the brush.
Yeah, I mean,
That's how I built. I literally built a Castellax yesterday. The whole time just. Yep, there's enough.
Shaky.
I do think other people way more not legitimate. It's not the right word.
It kind of is.
Like when I do shit like that, I'm like, I hope
this
other
brings
people do
hope that they're doing it right, and that we're just
all
morons.
those fucking influencers on Instagram telling you how to glue properly.
Yeah, fuck that.
Fuck them. Just put a little bit of glue on one side, smash it together, put extra glue on one
I
side.
remember
and hope it
nothing
permeates.
ever came of this. I'm bringing it up, and it is my shame. But when
is it the AIDS
a long
thing?
time ago? No. It's I was building the ZM out of the what are they fucking called?
Mega
the
blocks.
giant mega blocks.
Yes.
And we got a message from someone going, "That's such a cool idea! Like hobby on a budget. A lot of podcasts don't do that." Like it was very early on in the podcast.
Yeah, when we tried, when we used to
when
try.
we actually
When we used to
really
try,
tried.
Yeah.
And it comes back to just me being cheap again, which is kind of quite funny. I've never changed. But yeah, and I remember being like, like we're a podcast of the people.
Yeah.
Trying to just save money and do cheap things.
Yeah.
Where's that board?
Is it still in the storage room?
Yes.
Okay.
And half of it is all broken apart because stuff's been dumped on top of it.
Pretty sure my ZM board is worth like a couple of £1,000s now.
Do you know what? The other day, right? I parked my car up, and it was all in the back of the car to bring down for our game.
Yeah.
And I walked off, and I went to the shop or whatever I was doing. And I thought, there is nearly $2,000 ZM. No one would know, but there's 2 boxes in my back seats that is worth more than my car.
I did
this is mental. This resin stuff is worth more than my car.
When you took it, so we had our game, and then Matt was going to play Neil the following Tuesday. So he took the board with him, and when we loaded it into your car, I was like, this board has never left my sight since I purchased it. I was like, it's quite a lot of. I was like, I trust Matt. I know, and I trust Matt. And I was like, but if he loses this board for whatever reason, there's no way that I'm getting a board back from Matt.
I would genuinely have to take out a loan.
I was like, so it basically comes down to, am I friendly enough with Matt that I can write off a ZM board if it goes wrong?
Our friendship is far more.
It was more the fact that
I'd write off one of my children. Only one.
And there is one of them as well.
I won't share that here.
No, of course not. But it's all right. First children are always practice children. It's if he heard that, he'd be quite upset. You're amazing.
Absolutely, he won't hear this.
He might go back. You know. He might come back and listen to you.
He has a phone now. He might. For all I know, he's listening.
Hi, Caleb. Go to bed.
Yeah.
Go to bed.
Mate, it was like that after bloody Scouts. He was up so late last night. But yeah, I did genuinely. I was like having a bit of I need to be quick in this shop because I've got like Sam's ZM board in my car. Someone steals my car, I'll be more upset that the ZM has gone.
I'm just happy that it's being used now.
Yeah, it was so cool.
It was sat in the loft so long.
Yeah.
What it did make me do is go, I need to really fucking up the scatter train game, and I have no idea how to do it. Like, because whenever I've seen people use those Forge or ZM boards before, they've always just been empty.
Yeah. Like,
because the boards are quite dense. If you don't have a lot of the open zones, there's not a lot of open space for terrain.
Yeah.
But I do think it adds to the theming of the board to have like almost sections of it open to be
it just themes like areas to be, like you say, it's the prison wing or it's the Medicaid ward or whatever. Yeah.
So I need to. I want to improve it. Because at the moment it's just like random ass scatters that I've got that isn't really a building.
There are some cool companies out there that do like ZM when ZM was like at its height.
Yeah.
That do like weapon racks and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was talking to Tanel about I've already forgotten the fucking company's name. But there's one that's on Instagram, and the event I went to had some of their pieces. So they do the drop pod bays.
Oh yeah. I saw that conversation.
And like it's great, but like a lot of these, they don't manufacture them.
No.
So you have to print it yourself. I don't have a printer. I know my friends do, but can you print me this giant ass fucking drop pod bay for me? Like is kind of a lot.
Yeah.
But I reckon I could probably find a resin service if I've tried hard enough.
Yeah, they'll be around.
But yeah, I do that kind of stuff would be cool. And then it means I can. And what I need to figure out is the blank tiles that I've got, how to make those work.
Oh, the new plastic ones.
Yeah, they should be the same scale. I think it just needs to be. They just need to be a bit higher.
Yeah.
I think that's.
Yeah.
Do you know you can extend that arm, right? So it can come over in front of you.
You know, it's
like I've done.
I like to move around a bit, so I'd have to constantly move it.
Yeah, I get if you sit still for too long, you start seizing up.
Seizing up, yeah. That's what I was
definitely not bad.
I'm fine.
I'm awful for that, to be honest, but I just go out.
I do go.
I just make noises when I get out.
Yes.
So yeah, I do wanna try and work on the what if we're doing 1,500 points next.
Yeah.
I'll probably write my lists sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
So that I can make sure it's all painted for then. And then I'll turn my tables to tables.
100%. Yeah, I'm gonna try and I'm just going to keep cracking on and hoping that I can get to the 1,500 with fully painted. That's my goal.
Yep.
You know, that's always the goal. But I'd rather create the content than not. You know, it would have sucked if we got here and went, well, we didn't fully paint our forces, so we didn't play our campaign that we promised we would do.
No.
You know, and again, the games enthuse the hobby. It always has done.
Yeah.
It's fun to play.
It is indeed.
Unless you do what Neil has done this week, which is cram in 3 games in a week.
Grief.
Which I guarantee there are a lot of people going, what the hell's wrong with that?
I know, but this is like Neil having the massive dry spell.
It's like getting a nosebleed. Like, you know, it's like.
Do you want to talk about your 40k game?
I will talk about my 40k game.
Have we got any more hobby related stuff? I think. Well, I mean,
No,
modeling,
not really.
modeling related stuff because it'd be nice to talk about your 40k game.
Yeah. So
I want to live vicariously through you.
Yeah. We'll talk about 40k in general after he's talked about his game.
Yeah,
I have visited Wayland Games again
Yeah.
to play.
Still haven't been there.
So this is the second time I've actually
you
been.
No.
Okay. We'll sort that when you sort
I
that.
really, really like the tables they've got.
Is it because they
Yeah.
rise?
Because they rise. So we literally
So Neil's an old man.
we put
Straight
everything
back.
We had it low, so we
Better
could
the
load
bareback.
everything onto the table, and then raised it up,
Yeah.
so you could actually,
You raise me up. Did you sing?
No, I didn't.
No, okay.
That's amazing.
That's a joke
we
that
were
I
just
will
like,
sing every time.
pump up the jam, pump it up.
No.
So yeah, we had it at sort of above my waist height, which
Yeah.
was roughly about the guy from work's waist height, and it was his Grey Knights.
Sorry.
He's taller than me.
Was it your nipple height and his
pretty
waist
much.
height?
Yeah. No, it wasn't. Wasn't one of them who's like nearly 7 foot tall.
Jesus
blimey.
Christ.
It's Dan's brother.
Oh.
Dan from the skate park.
Yeah.
It's his brother.
He's
Oh, okay,
called
yeah.
Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know Adam.
Adam is really tall.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
really.
Yeah.
He's a crane driver as well. He's really tall.
It makes sense because he's used to seeing things from above,
but
right? So
he has to then sort of sit there and basically look down between his legs to be able to see what he's doing.
I mean, he probably has that problem most of the time, like being so tall.
I mean, yeah, he does. So yeah, we were playing his Grey Knights and my Necrons.
Ah.
So it was a teaching game because this is his first game of 10th edition. And
What a time to
get into the game and go. Literally,
New edition.
they all these guys at work all were like, yeah, we're gonna start playing Warhammer. I was just like, okay, cool. Yeah, we've bought all this stuff. Right, okay, you do realise there's a new edition coming out this year. What?
But I don't think it like
That's the only bad thing. I mean, you can't blame the company too much.
No.
Well, it's not like they produce an actual rule book. Like,
That's also true.
so what are they really missing out on? They got a codex. The codex, they'll be fucking nuts if they kill off the codexes again. Like they're bringing out codexes
they won't.
now. So
They won't do that.
like I feel like they're going to have to support going forward. Like at least for a little bit. Otherwise,
I would certainly hope, but I will not put anything past.
I mean,
But then what is the minimum amount of time from codex releasing to a new rule set you think is acceptable?
For me,
Yeah.
I'd say at least a year. But-
A year.
Yeah, a year from release, you should get a year worth out of that book.
Yeah, okay.
But if I was pushed 6 months,
so I'm expecting a new codex towards the end of this year for the Necrons because they were one of the first. Obviously, you can get Space Marines.
They won't give you a new codex in this edition.
Yeah, they will.
I don't think they will.
not in 10th. No, well, they're talking about 11th being like August.
So
You're not gonna you'll get an 11th edition.
by the end of the year. Yeah, a new codex.
Oh,
I-
by the
okay.
end of
So
the year.
I thought you meant
I'm
for
not-
10th.
No,
It'll be in if it's like July, August, maybe. If it's more September-y time, then maybe not, because I mean, well, all the things seem to be pointing towards Orcs and
Yeah.
Armageddon.
yeah.
I think you do need to move your mic because you are quite quiet.
Well, I don't know.
Well, then
I
just
don't
talk. Yeah, that's great. That's really great. Just make sure you stay there.
Yeah.
Well, if you two talked a little bit quieter,
No,
So
that's
it's
not
like-
how
no,
this
no,
works.
no.
We have a
Didn't-
microphone for you, but if we turn you up, then it picks Matt up.
Yeah.
So
well, that's not my problem.
it fucking is your
No,
problem.
it's not.
I'm gonna buy you a new microphone.
I've
Okay.
got one of
I'm
these.
gonna buy you one of these.
Okay, and I can sound quieter.
We can just turn you up
We can turn you up.
because it won't affect the rest of the room.
Eh,
I might get you a little booth. I'm gonna put you in a little booth. I'm gonna
Okay.
get you a box.
Just
okay,
a box over his head.
Yeah, just a
Cool.
wooden box.
It's
What the
just
fuck
like
was I talking about?
Plastic fish tank.
Plastic fish
you-
tanks, right? Excellent, good, yes.
No, your Grey Knight game, and
Yeah.
the new edition, and then we started waffling about new edition.
Because that's what we do.
Sorry. So new edition. I think it is coming.
Yeah,
Like,
100%.
like some of the weird like YouTuber people have already started talking about it, which definitely feels like they've been given some low key
Yeah.
talking points.
Yeah,
So I don't think a year is as long if the codexes are cross edition compatible.
that's the
So-
rumours.
So as
and
long
you
as
know
they
what I
don't
like
do what they
rumours.
did
Yeah,
last
index
time and go
everything.
index
Yeah.
everything, which I think they did because it was a big change.
Yeah.
As long as they're cross edition compatible, I
Yeah.
think it's perfectly fine for them to be like bring out a codex now and then get a new one, buy a codex now and get. A
Yeah,
new
well,
edition.
again, as long as that codex is accessible for a year, in my head, then cool.
And as long as the code works, because like, nobody's fucking using the books anymore. They're using the app because it's free.
Yeah.
And you get the code,
And it is good.
And that's the only way to access the fucking rules, because they don't bring you a rulebook out.
That's the one thing. When that new edition happens, whenever they put out a rulebook, I'm buying that.
Yeah. Just on the off chance you like 40k.
Well, I mean, I've enjoyed all my games of 10th,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm willing to give another edition a go.
No, fair enough.
So you played?
So we played,
You played. What did you play?
So I had my Necrons.
Yep.
Because they're painted.
They are indeed.
I mean, low bar, but sure.
Look at us.
Yeah, we're legitimate.
How many silvers are on your Necrons?
At least 2.
There are 2.
Only 2?
So it's
Yeah, but repetitively.
I edge highlighted each rib.
It'll be a base.
no.
It'll be a base
rib
silver,
highlighted.
and then it'll be a 70-30 mix, then a 50-50 mix.
I don't know what the percentage mix is of Rune Lord brass or whatever it is. No, not the Rune Lord. It's whatever the Necron version is. That's like a dirty silver.
Mm.
So I do a base coat of gunmetal grey from Vallejo.
Nice.
And then wash it and then dry brush it with this other stuff.
Okay, it's like a fairly easy, straightforward.
Yeah,
painting.
good.
The only ones that haven't had it are like the Immortals because they're a bit shinier, a bit nicer looking.
Yeah.
They're immortal.
Everyone else is, all the characters, everyone else has got this. But anyway, that's not about the game. So yeah, we played very basic, set up 5 objectives and played Dawn of War.
Cool.
And basically said, right, okay, for this, most things can move through cover just because it's going to be easy. The only thing that can't really potentially is the Dread Knight move through that thing there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Building.
went with that basically to make it as simple as possible.
Yeah.
Can't capture anything.
Are you teaching people?
Yeah.
I was teaching very basic.
This is his second teaching game.
At what point will you surpass more teaching games than games that you've actually played?
He's got a few more to do.
Because you haven't played that many games of 40k, right?
At least 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you just played like Man Eye.
No,
I've played him at least 5 times.
I've played Matt. I've
You
played
guys hang
you.
out about me.
I've played
Yeah, because you go off
played
and do things.
Chris.
You go on holiday.
Chris.
Parker.
Oh yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
I forget. It's been out for ages. This is
I've
time for a
played-
new edition,
I've
isn't
played-
it?
It's
I've
3
played-
years.
I've played
It's 3 years.
Giles with Chris Parker.
Are you
I've played against James.
know, just listing out all the people you've played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, so you had at least 5 games.
Minimum.
6.
6 maybe.
I
I don't think we've played. No, we have. We played
You
once.
definitely
Oh
have.
fuck me! We don't think we've played.
I've
We've
Your
played
fucking
at least.
god.
We've at least.
yes,
played
it
at least-
was. Yeah, that was it. I need
we've
another
played
one.
At least 3 games.
Yeah, that was the last game I played
And
against
I've-
you was Guard versus Space Force.
Was it?
We've played.
How about 40K or what?
Other than this campaign.
You've Votan
I do like the Votan.
a number of times.
Yeah. All right. Maybe we'll sack off this campaign and play 40k instead.
No. We just do both.
Wait for you to purchase your full 3k, then we'll stop.
Yeah, sounds like a good plan. So yeah, basically went through the basics because he wanted to sort of see what his things could do.
Sure.
So we kind of
What army was he, sorry?
Grey Knights.
Grey Knights.
Everything is the answer.
Dread.
so basically it's like, right, okay, we're not scoring the first turn.
Yeah.
But I basically said, right, look, I'm going to move up on these objectives.
You didn't bother with any secondaries or anything?
No, far too complicated to add in.
It's not complicated.
No, I get it. If they're literally going, how do I move?
But you do the secondaries where you have, like, you pick them. You know, you can do the ones rather than have the random cards.
Randoms,
You get, like,
yeah.
the same ones.
Let's just put it this way. I was struggling to get him to remember how the damage roll to wound chart works.
Okay.
It took the whole entire game, and he still doesn't remember properly.
I mean, as
How
someone
that
that
works.
also suffers from that sort of stuff. Do you have a rule book? Does he have a rule book?
He has a rule book. I have a rule book. The other 2 don't.
Okay.
So I had them asking me questions as well.
Yeah.
And it was just
That's
like,
the only problem with doing group stuff like that.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't like group
And
stuff.
Lee doesn't want to do that again, which is fine. as
Yeah,
far
I
as I'm
know.
concerned.
He sort of.
Because they were like asking me questions like, can you charge 2 units at once? I was like, yeah, sure, whatever.
Is Lee the person you played?
Yes.
Right. Yeah, I get it because it's really. it's really distracting if you're playing someone and you're in a flow and then some fucker comes over and like, oh, can you help me with this, please?
Yeah.
Like, I get it.
Like
if you're
I do
learning
sometimes with James.
But
Yeah.
I think it's fine, but it's got to be fine with the person that person's playing because it is disruptive for the game. Like if that person's doing like their movement, then fine. But if they're like actually in the throes of throwing dice and doing saves, it's a bit of a pain in the ass.
I kind of forget that I'm not great at that because most of the time I'm pretty good either remembering or looking it out myself because I'm just pretty good at that. But occasionally there'll be that little thing, and it'll be because I played someone the week before, and it came up in that game, and so I'll be like, oh, like Simon, do you remember?
Yeah.
While he's playing 2 tables along, and I'll just shout. I won't go. I'll just be like, Simon, what's going on? Like, Sam, did this happen?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh yeah, they're probably halfway through working out how many dice to roll, or I've just thrown them completely off their game. So it's a bit of etiquette that you have to remember. I do prefer the general like 1-to-1 playing in wherever you're playing, but you're there with one person. That's the engagement. And if people are playing over there, cool, let them have their fun. You can chat after the game about how their game went.
Yeah.
I'm not saying don't come talk to me if you need help, but there's ways to do that, right? And I think I always used to struggle when we used to play down at the skate park and we had our monthly bunker meet up, and there was 8 friends all in the room, all playing, and it feels really good at the time, but you realise like I'm not paying my opponent any attention. Like I used to. I remember, before reactions, it'd be like, oh, it's movement phase, right? I'll see you in a minute, and I'll go and check how everyone else's game's going on, and then come back and be like, cool, you've moved, and it's like actually that's pretty crap. Like,
I think it depends on who you're playing.
It does.
Like, because at that point, that's how you gain like primary advantage.
Exactly that.
Like, oh, he's not here.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, a couple of inches. I'll do a. No, we agree we weren't going to do that anymore.
Yes. So yeah, it. I didn't go sort of super gaming with it in the sense that I didn't go right. I'm going to capture every single objective. It did sort of pan out that.
So you didn't really win.
I didn't really win. I made sure it was nice and close.
Yeah.
It was literally with like 5 to 10 points difference.
That's kind of what you want in a teaching game because they feel like they've learned something and they're contributing towards a potential win.
And also, what's the point?
Yeah,
like
exactly. There's
I know my rules, so I kill you.
I know my rules, so it's like I hate that kind of stuff when you're playing a teaching game and the other person's like, "Yeah, it's really good, it's really close and stuff," and at the end they're like, "Oh yeah, I just got 50 points, so you're fuck you."
Yeah. No, it was very much a case of right, okay, I'm gonna put stuff here and here so I can start generating points.
Yeah,
but
I've also left myself open to a charge.
When that comes on the table, I'm going to get no more points for this objective. So he had an interceptor squad, he had a purifier squad, he had Crow, he had Brotherhood Terminators with a librarian, he had the
1,000 points. Wow.
Yeah, it all fit, and the Dread Knight, it all fits in.
Cool.
He had the interceptors and the Brotherhood squad.
It sounds really bitchy, but like I played Grey Knights. They're kind of boring.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like,
I do know what you mean.
Their fluff is basically, we were in 30k, we fucked off onto a moon somewhere, and now we're here.
We were forged.
Yeah.
Forged during the heresy.
Yeah, and it's like, oh yeah,
we weren't really there.
Like, and they're meant to be like these psychers and stuff, but do they have psycho powers? Like, do they have
They do. That's one thing I don't really understand how it works, and whether you have to roll for anything or whatever. So
I feel like they're like, it's like, when you buy like a spicy chips that you get, but they're not really that spicy. They're kind of like a bit bland.
That's why you go for the extra.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously they had their codex fairly recently, so maybe
they've got like,
and
they're so like it's really weird. He's playing them, to be honest. Like, I don't know. I don't see many people.
No, you don't see them very often, which is kind of cool.
Like on the
it is kind of cool.
So
there was a point where they were everywhere.
Yeah, when they were super OP.
It was like 3 Dread Knights and just
yes,
he should take 3.
The Sam list.
He should take. I only had one. He should take 3 Dread Knights.
You had 2.
He has 2.
He could take 3.
He has 2.
He could take 4 actually, I guess, because can't the HQ be a Dread Knight as well?
Yeah,
you can take 4.
Yeah, you can have a Commander, they brought out the new model.
Commander
for it,
in the
didn't they?
Baby Walker.
Oh, so good.
So yeah, it was. There were things that I could have done that would have meant that I wouldn't have died so quickly, but at the same time, it was more right. How do I make this more interesting for him so he can see what stuff does?
Yeah.
So I purposely moved things to a different location to sort of go, right, okay, I'm going to try and shoot this.
Yeah.
Which means he now gets a chance to actually charge them.
Yeah, you
and
leave
use
yourself a
them.
little bit more open so that he gets an opportunity to do something. But you're not handing him everything.
No, quite.
Yeah, it's good. That
Um,
sounds like you did a good job.
So yeah, he said he enjoyed it.
And again, good
And-
job.
But
So-
I'm not doubting that you
No,
did
no,
a
no,
good job.
no.
But do you think it's like a haircut? Like when
Oh,
they're like,
yeah, it's all right.
Like, do you
Yeah,
do you
yeah.
like it? And you, well, I mean, you probably don't know because you've got very little hair. But like when
I mean,
they
that's
ask
true.
at the end of haircuts, Neil, what they do is they hold up the mirror and they go, "Is that okay?"
Oh fuck! Today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could do it at home when you bick your head. Just hold up a mirror and just ask yourself, "Yeah, is that all right?" Look around. So they ask you that, and I don't think anyone in the history of the UK has ever gone, "No,
No, yeah.
no, it's not." They could literally shave a dick into the back of my head, and I'd go, "Yeah, it's brilliant." So is it like that with 40k games, with teaching games? So I was like,
pay
"Oh,
your barber.
was it good? Was it good?"
Yeah.
And no one's gonna go, "Actually, do you know what? Fucking hated it."
Do you know what it is as well? You've invested so much time. Like, all those models are built,
Yeah.
at least, I'm assuming.
Oh no.
What, your
built.
Necrons?
No.
Oh, right.
No. Lee's.
Leave him alone. This is bullying now.
It's not bullying.
I
character
won't
building.
stand for it. I'm going to sit down instead.
Um,
So all of his Grey Knights were fully painted.
oh, wow. Well done, him.
So yeah.
But, you know, you've invested that much before you've played a game.
Yeah.
You're not going to offend it. Even if you have a bad one, you'll kind of go, oh, yeah, it seems like a fun game. I need to play more.
Yeah.
You know, you will always find a reason to keep going because you've invested that much money and time into your collection. So it's a really, like, I don't know. I don't think I've ever met anyone that's bought a combat patrol, built it, played a game, and gone, nah, I don't like it, and just
Yeah.
sold it, got rid of it.
Yeah.
I think you might have people who borrowed models, given it a go, and said, no, I don't like it, so I won't invest.
Yeah.
But I think as soon as you've invested, you will play, even sporadically, probably a full edition.
Yeah.
Before you go, actually, yeah, I won't bother now.
He used to play. I think he was played like 3rd edition, 4th edition, maybe.
Yeah.
Is it the same models?
No.
Like the
That
Grey
would be
Knights.
really cool.
I
Or
mean,
metal.
that would be impressive if he had Grey Knight models back then that were Interceptors and Dread Knights.
Yeah, no, it didn't exist till 5th. Right?
Okay.
5th?
5th.
The
or
baby
6th, yeah.
carrier.
Fifth is
Fifth, wasn't it? That's when I.
Matt
That's when we
Ward
played.
era, right?
Yeah.
Blood
Yeah,
Angels, Deep
that's
Strike, and
the
Land
one,
Raiders.
yes.
The fun era.
Oh,
The
mate,
fun
Yes,
era.
'cause
honestly,
the tower were really powerful.
I genuinely miss my firstborn Space Wolf stuff that I sold, and like I would have loved to. If I still had it, I would genuinely be going, should we just play a bunch of 5th edition?
That was
yeah.
one reason. That
Yeah.
was one reason Matt gave me for not bringing the Your Tank list to our game. Was like the whole idea, Sam, is that you're trying to take landing fields. So how the fuck did they get these tanks down?
I was like, you've got a Kratos in this list, and you're trying to take the landing area so you can land armor onto the
Okay,
onto the
so
moon.
yeah.
Right, Blood
He was like, I'm Blood Angels. I deep struck it. And I was like, maybe the rhinos, but I'm not sure about that fuck off Kratos.
We did Land Raiders. So I think like a Kratos is just a big Land Raider.
Did they do Land Raiders and Heresy, or was that after?
Rules wise, it was after.
Well, no, rules wise, you can bring a Land Raider on a Thunderhawk transporter.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So
So
yeah,
you can do it.
right. One is a Thunderhawk.
Are you going to get a Thunderhawk transporter?
It's more the fact that it's 1,000 points and the opening of a campaign was more my point.
No. So yeah, no, it was really cool. At one point, I did have to lower the table again so I could lean over to move my models.
Yeah. As long as they didn't have the spiky, I
brilliant.
find it's fine. As long as they don't have the spiky terrain, so you don't get like a spiky
well, they-
nip.
Nipple or something.
They'd picked sort of Necron-esque painted terrain
Oh, that's cool.
for us because they basically the other two guys set the table up with
Because-
Lee
Before you got
before I
there.
got there because when I'm at work, I don't usually.
I don't
finish.
associate with these people.
I don't usually finish until gone past 5.
Right.
And 2 of them weren't working.
Right.
And then
So they went and got you and held you a table.
Yeah.
Nice.
well, we booked it. You can book tables now.
Ah.
So yeah, no, it was good. As I said, I hope Lee did enjoy it and he wasn't just going,
Yeah, that's right. It's
Yeah.
good, isn't it? No, it's just next time, shave a dick in the back of his head.
The only thing is he needs to get smaller dice because his dice were massive, and when he was rolling 30, 40 dice,
Yeah.
Well, hang on.
So rather than like is it like 10 mil or whatever they are?
he's got dice more akin to the ones you were using last night,
Perfectly sufficient.
or bigger.
So the GW ones, the GW dice that I have, you know, the Blood Angel ones.
Oh, the Forge Rod ones.
Yeah. Are they?
Yeah, that's
Are they like
standard
the Grey Knights?
Oh, I think these were bigger. The
Hang
ones
on.
he was using.
Well, are they like your monster fucking dice that you use for wound
not that,
counters?
No, not
Okay,
that
not that
size.
big.
Not that big. So yeah, it was fun, and I think we're gonna have a few more games and sort of just increase the extra bits because he was getting his idea around stratagems and everything, but it's knowing right. Okay, I want to go and play this one at this time. So
Yeah.
so it's
But
that kind of,
stratagems are still part of the game. I just ignore.
I mean,
no.
yeah, they're very useful.
They are very useful.
Yeah.
But I've now got the cards for all of them,
Yeah.
so that kind of helps.
Yeah.
But at least there's less stratagems than there used to be.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It all used to be awful.
Yeah. So
The only stratagems you need are Overwatch
no.
and reroll.
Are you playing Votan or playing your bullshit guard ones on your Rogal Dawn? Because I'm pretty sure you don't ignore them when you've got
God.
4 commanders going first rank, second rank fire.
They're not.
and
They're
you
not.
do this
They're not
and-
stratagems. They're completely separate.
Oh, okay.
Because I have stratagems and orders. Of
I
guard.
see. That's why they're bullshit.
The bullshit orders.
The maybe that's it. Maybe it's because there's so much bonus in the guard. I'm like, I don't need them.
I did whilst we were playing. I did hear somebody in the background playing. I heard first rank fire, second rank fire. I was like, no, Sam's not here.
No.
But yeah, so I think the next game we'll do similar, but I might say right, we're going to have one secondary mission each,
We'll just do the
or the primary mission.
the primary
Yeah,
ones.
yeah.
And then just
Because
you
we
pick,
didn't
you
even
pick,
do that.
I think you pick 2. For you have
1,000
like,
points. It would be 2. Yeah.
I think that you pick 2 and you just have the same 2 for the entire
Yeah.
turn. Because at that point it's just like secondary missions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
there's
no.
certain ones you can't pick though for that.
It
but
it gives you the set of 5, doesn't it, or 6?
yeah. I can't
We'll have a
remember
look.
what it is.
You can
Yeah.
do it. Have you got the cards?
I've got the card. I've got the original cards.
Leviathan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just play a Leviathan. Done.
Yeah, it's just easy to do. So yeah, next time we play, it's going to just be me and him, and we'll go sort of. We'll probably do Dawn of War again, just for,
Yeah,
just to keep it similar, and then do the extra bits on top.
Sure.
So it's something
Yeah.
else to think about.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
If you'd like, I can play with guard.
No, because I don't
It'd
want to.
still probably have a good time because Sam's
Yeah.
a
I'm
fun opponent, but
But he has all the subtlety of a brick.
he does.
I'm nice. I'm a nice guy.
He
Especially
does.
to people
You
like
have
this
to be
man.
okay with getting hit by the brick.
Yes. Yeah, and to be fair, actually, Lee would probably throw the brick at you.
Exactly, it's fine.
So yeah, that was it. Really, in the
Yeah.
grand scheme of things.
That's very cool. So yeah, two 30k games and a 40k game in 1 week.
Don't want to ever do that again.
Well, organise your diary better, sir.
Let's pick our dates today.
I blame
We
you
definitely will set our dates for.
Too. I blame
round
you too.
I mean,
Why
I'm
blame
definitely
me?
part of the problem.
I'm
but-
fine. I've played games.
man.
Oh
man.
Right. So next is
Other
specific stuff.
media.
Other media, other things, other stuff.
So
I have nothing going on. Like my life has been very too busy and too heavy to deal with any other bullshit.
Yep.
So I've literally done nothing. I haven't watched any TV. I haven't really watched any YouTube. I've literally, if I haven't been painting Mechanicum, I've been sleeping, working, or busy with people, which is fine. That's just where I'm at the moment.
that's all right. It's fine.
Yes, I mean I'm interested to hear about what you guys have been doing.
Neil, do you have?
It's just been in between some of my painting stints. I've had to break it up with Satisfactory.
Nice.
Carrying on the hook.
Oh mate, we were 103 hours into it now,
Crazy.
and I've started making the next thing
Good.
Mm.
of the fourth phase of the elevator.
I will tell you one thing actually. So I run a midweek after school kind of group part of my job, and I introduced all the kids to Halo.
Oh, okay.
And so I had 4-player like zombies going on, and 4-player Rocket Slayer, and Halo 3 Classic. It was so good, and they were all loving it. But they all don't know how to play first-person shooters.
Yeah,
Because they've all
like
grown up on third-person
like
battle
Fortnite.
royales. Yeah, it's all like Fortnite and even Call of Duty now.
Yeah.
Is half of it's over-the-shoulder stuff.
Oh.
So it's
Really?
yeah, they really struggle with playing first-person. They were like, I can't see anything. I'm like, yeah. And then so
Of course you can. Look around.
Yeah.
That's when you turn your DPI up like to the max. You can like spin really quickly.
Yeah, but I was just like, they were like, oh, but how do I know like where I'm getting shot from? I'm like, well, it will give you a directional marker, and you've got a little radar in that bottom corner, and like giving them the ways of knowing.
Yeah. Did you play them? Did you play
I
like all
destroyed
VU?
them. Yeah. I absolutely destroyed them. I was like, let's play Rocket Slayer, and they were like, yeah, okay, yeah, rocket launchers, whoa. And then I went like 20 and 2.
Do you reckon that's what youth work mainly is? It's just like vicariously
reliving
living
your nostalgia
your
and just
life
going,
with
"Fuck
people
you."
that don't know the fuck they're doing,
Yeah.
so you can
No,
feel.
Do you know what? It was with a group of kids who we get on really, really well, and they're good kids in general. But it was like, I just need to I'm not this old guy. Because nowadays when I work with young people, I'm as old as most of their dads.
Yeah.
So it was like, no, but I am cool because I've just destroyed you at I was going to say Warhammer game because that's what we're talking about now. But I destroyed you at a video game. I've still got it.
I don't understand how.
Put respect on my name.
I don't understand if your kid is into, say your kid is into Fortnite. I feel like as a parent, well, my style of parenting is if Ray's like into Fortnite, I'm getting fucking good at Fortnite.
Yeah, well, so again, when Caleb first got into Fortnite, my second game, I got a victory royale because it's a bunch of kids playing, and he was like, "What?"
And it's ranked matches, so he's a brand new person.
Yeah. And he was just like,
but I feel like you've got to, like, if your kids are into something, you've got to show like an interest. Or I remember hours upon hours.
100% helped that I was into video games, right?
Yeah,
like,
but even then, like my dad, for example, I remember sitting there watching him play. What is it called? It's like a World War II sim where you play as like the Axis or the Allies, and you basically it's like a top-down map, and they're all like little things. And I remember watching him play that, and I was like, "Can I ever go?" He's like, "No, you can watch though," like type stuff. And then I remember Medal of Honor. Is it the first one where they get the gun sway? And my dad was like, my dad was like, he played like 10 minutes, was like, yep, I feel sick. And then like he said, they watched me. We used to play together. And that was kind of a real big bonding moment.
Bonding thing, yeah.
Like, and like if Ray gets into like that kind of stuff, like
it's the same thing as standing at the side of the football pitch in the rain,
but it's warm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's that, Oh, it's 100% better.
Yeah.
But my point is like, you show out for your kids, right? You turn up, you show out, you
show an interest.
You show an interest, yeah. So that was really cool, and now they're all like, "Oh, can we play Halo again next week?" And I'm like, I should probably diversify, but yeah, we can.
There was no diversification.
We kind of have like about 20 activities, and we have roughly 4 or 5 out a week.
Yeah.
So I kind of rotate round, so they get roughly the same once a month ish.
Yeah.
So it doesn't get stale.
Are you playing Halo on 360s?
Yeah.
Nice.
I want to get all the skate park ones out, and I want to set up a 16-player.
Oh, wow.
Invite us.
Oh, I will.
Yeah, let us know.
I can't play.
No, I'm not with to do as my work.
No,
but just to do for a day.
No, we'll just dominate as a team.
Yeah. It'll be amazing.
I'll be the sacrificial lamb.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the 16-player for you, not for the kids?
Yeah.
Right, okay, right.
Yeah, I mean, if it works well and I can work out how to do it all again, it's been years, then maybe I will bring it back.
It's just a Wi-Fi cable. No, sorry, it's just a...
Ethernet cable?
Sorry?
Link Ethernet.
You mean Ethernet?
Ethernet.
It's a capital E.
It's not. It's not Ethernet. Ethernet. Hang on.
This is GIF nonsense.
No, GIF. It is GIF.
No, it's a
GIF.
It's GIF.
It's GIF.
It's not the
It's
GIF
GIF
micro
and it's
liquid.
Ethernet.
Where are you?
That's GIF, not GIF.
Surrounded by idiots.
Difference is GIF or GIF.
HIF?
Hefe.
How are we here?
Jesus.
Jesus.
Anyway, computer games.
Yeah.
Satisfactory. Going well? Enjoying it?
Yeah.
Do you feel Like you're putting a lot of time into it.
Oh my god.
Have you 3D printed anything for it yet?
No.
You haven't made yourself a little
No.
little block of ore or anything like
No.
Oh, what, like, what?
I mean, I've got stuff that I could print off and have like a lump of sand.
Yeah.
So I've got the right colour for it.
I can give you a lump of sand right now.
Please don't.
Yes, you absolutely should print it off your stuff.
God, no.
I've been playing High on Life.
Excellent.
Do you know High on Life?
No, not too.
So it's voiced by the same people that play Rick and Morty.
Yeah,
okay.
it is.
And all of the guns are sentient.
Oh, cool.
So
I have.
So the guns talk to you as you're
Yeah,
playing.
and they like abuse you if you're doing bad.
It depends on the gun.
Oh.
So knifey definitely abuses you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember
Knifey's
seeing.
Australian.
I think I saw a trailer of it, and it was like someone missing through a scope and being like, "Nice shot, idiot," or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm being like, "Oh, okay, this is kind of funny."
So it's quite funny. And it's a lead campaign.
Yeah.
She basically the map isn't big.
yeah,
You
nice,
basically are here, you go do this, you kill that. It's just like
classic.
yeah, which I'm kind of liking. And I'm playing on the super duper tough, whatever difficulty they call it. Because I was like otherwise it's like a 5-6 hour game or something nonsense like
Yeah.
that. So I'm playing it, so it's hard. And it's good. I'm really enjoying it. It works on the Steam Deck, so I can play on Steam Deck and on PC. And it's nice to play just a mindless drone of a shooting game.
So
Yeah.
the very, very, very basic premise of it is that aliens have invaded Earth.
Premise.
Premise. We're going to go with premise as opposed to premise.
Fair enough.
So the premise. The premise.
The premise through the Ethernet cable.
The G3 are a drug cartel
Yeah.
who smoke other living beings in these special like converters.
Yeah.
And they found out that humans are pretty good at smoking. So they invade Earth, and they basically turn up and go, "You're ours now."
Yeah.
And they just start capturing humans in cages
To smoke them.
to smoke them in their like
Giant spliffs.
effectively like bongs that they put humans into, and they just suck them dry basically. And you ran over to someone, picked up their gun, the gun started talking to you and then helped you escape. And then your house, for some bizarre reason, usually the way you escape is you build a warp engine, is that what they call it?
Yeah, pretty much.
And then you attach it to your microwave and it takes you to the home planet. And then you're there, and then you meet a bounty hunter who's like down and out, who gives you his suit, and then you become a bounty hunter. And then you pick up guns that do certain things. So like the first gun has a glob shot, which is like an exploding mucus thing, which throws people into the air. The second one has it's like a shotgun effectively that sucks enemies towards you. So you suck an enemy towards you, shoot with a shotgun. The third one is like a toad that fires like discs, and then so you fire them to the walls. You can climb up stuff. Basically the gun helps you do that level in some way. And I haven't finished it yet, but you're killing members like of the mob. So like the leaders of the mob. So like the guy that did all of the research into the gun technology. So you get a really cool gun then. The guy that does all like the poisons, the one. Also, there's this race of they look like Care Bears, like crack Care Bears.
Oh yeah,
They're like, we just keep getting captured and enslaved. It's like the third time now. Like it's quite funny.
So if you like Rick and Morty,
you don't talk at all. So when you're interacting with people, the guns talk for you, and it's all Rick and Morty, and it's all that kind of vibe. So it's a very funny game. I really like it. It was nice to play something that wasn't. It's nice to play something that wasn't like Timberborn style or Satisfactory style big open world. I got it because High on Life 2 came out, so the second one came out, and so I bought one because it was on sale. Thought I'd play it. If I like it, I'll get two. So and you have Knifey that likes stabbing people. And you have to, in order to prove your bounties, you have to cut off a bit of the person you killed. So Knifey obviously really enjoys it, but like, your character looks away when he's doing it. So he's like, oh yeah, fuck, deep, cut that now, type vibe. It's a game where every now and then I pause it and I'm like, what the fuck am I playing? But it's really funny. It is really good. It's a really good game. And then so I've been playing that. I've also been playing Pokemon Red.
Yeah.
On the little old
And
emulator
it's
game.
saving fine.
Saving fun. Yeah, perfectly fine.
I may need to get the link then.
So it's fun. It's good playing that. I mainly because I'm playing that because I saw they've redone Pokemon Red.
Yes, they recently, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
a
it's
guy,
like 25th anniversary or
some crazy fucking nonsense like that,
or something like that.
And like so, a guy has had ChatGPT play it for him.
Oh, really?
So like he basically puts everything in, and ChatGPT tells him.
Fighting.
Yeah. So I watched that, and I was like, oh, I wanna play this now.
Yeah.
So I've been playing that, and then I've been reading a lot of workbooks, so they're all really boring. So not going to really talk about those.
No, fair enough.
Yeah,
that's fair enough.
And then YouTube channels. One of our listeners, well, I assume Adam listens. One of our Discord members, let's say that instead, has a YouTube channel that he started posting to. So he's coming to our event.
Oh, yeah.
And he's bringing a Thunderhawk. So he's done a bit of a YouTube series on him building that Thunderhawk.
Yeah, he's doing like mini episodes of this is what I did today kind of thing.
Yeah, so it's his YouTube channel is called My Geeky Life, and the series is called the Blunderhawk series. And he's got a really unique style of animation. So he animates the beginning bit of it. It's really good. It's a really good series, and actually really cool to see him overcome some of the challenges with the model, not with him.
Yeah.
Over some of the challenges in the model. And
that was great. That's got to stay in.
That will stay. It's fine.
He'll appreciate that.
Yeah. So it's really cool to see. So he's basically like at the moment he's sharing pictures on our Discord as well. And he's like pinning all the wings in. Basically making this like actually quite expensive, but yeah, so poorly designed model from GW work. So yeah, it's a cool series to follow along. The YouTube videos aren't very long. I think 10 minutes. So I've watched a few of them. And it's nice to see the progress, and especially because he's coming to the event, so it'd be cool.
Yeah,
cool
it'd be really cool to see the finished article and it flying around the board at Hivani Prime.
Yeah, so far the vibes that I'm getting from the Discord group, the WhatsApp groups are Warhounds and Thunderhawks.
Yeah,
I think there's a bunch of Baneblades. I think people have them.
Yeah.
So I think lots of people are thinking like Baneblade, like the kind of tanks they've already got.
And I'm trying to convince most of the loyalists to take Solo Auxiliary.
Yeah,
or Militia.
I've seen you in there like just going like, everyone bring Militia.
Yeah, James is offering out. Actually, I won't say that, just in case. I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely don't.
Yeah. So so I'm trying to convince more to bring Militia. So if I can have a whole Militia side, I'll be happy. And then we've actually moved the Militia player to the traitors. So
that is funny, yeah.
But I like that. Like, we've moved Liam to the traitors because of an imbalance that we had, and Liam's very kind and happy to just play 30k with us. But his guard have been at all of the events.
They have.
So they've basically been on the world the longest. So it makes complete sense that they've
also been loyalist, now traitor.
Yeah, so it makes sense that they've turned.
Something has snapped.
They're like, we're not being saved, sod it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the whole northern continent is warp winds, demon portal, like hives have been detonated by Abaddon and Magnus, and like just crazy stuff has happened. So I imagine they're kind of the local PDF who have gone, we've been selling our lives from the start, and the loyalists just jogged on to Terra. So that's basically what happened in the second one.
Yeah. So it was cool. It was good. So I like the YouTube channel. It's kind of cool to see people building stuff. This early on, and yeah,
go check it out. My Geeky Life.
I'm trying to think of anything else I've done. Not really.
Yeah. Fair enough. So we shall have our advert break and come back with our our round one summary of our narrative campaign event, the Moon of Orlithia.
We've been running Hangouts for years, either down on the farm, if you know you know, or hosted on an online Hangout space. For each session, we post a link in our Discord and Facebook group, and just click it and you're in. The podcast hosts a weekly hangout every Wednesday evening from 8:30, taken care of by Mike, one of our moderators, and a monthly hangout on the last Sunday of each month from 8 p.m, hosted by one of our podcast hosts, but 100% it will not be Neil. Whether you want to hobby along or just hang out and chat, you'll find a relaxed, positive atmosphere and plenty of like-minded people. We'd love to see you at one soon.
As legions arrive on the Moon of Orlithia, a frustrated Arch-Magos shakes with rage. How dare they sully this place with their ideals and dreams of conquest? Talarion's mind starts to whir on how best to deal with these intruders and usurpers. He will not give up his throne willingly, but his time in the Ordos of Mars have taught him much about the virtue of patience. It is why he still sits in the dark, awaiting the civil war to be over, and he will continue to remain in the shadows as these blowhardy fools and lapdogs of lords elsewhere look to enter his domain unknowing of the mechanical death and dissection that awaits them all. The surface locks have been bypassed, but don't think for a second the Arch-Magos is caught off guard. Talarion has initiated the passive aggression protocols. Imagine cold, oxygen-deprived corridors where the walls themselves start humming as ancient automata wake up from their slumber. This isn't just a firefight. It's a claustrophobic crawl through a mechanical nightmare. While their brothers are bleeding out in the dark below, the forces of Vastorian and Kale have made planetfall. They've both identified the exact same landing plateau as the only spot stable enough to support heavy landers. The eerie silence of the lunar void is about to be shattered by the roar of jump packs and the scream of sonic weaponry. As information and vital ground is fought over, and the first shots are heard in the empty space inside and out, one thing is for sure: on the Moon of Orlithia, there is silence no more.
And welcome to round 1, Silence No More, of our narrative campaign. That was really cool. I really enjoyed that.
I need to take a bit of a throat lozenge after reading that out.
Yes, it was good accent. Not sure on your pronunciation of Magos, but we'll go with it.
It's the Trump pronunciation.
I see.
Malagradia.
Magos.
Marlo.
It was the Magos.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. But yes, so welcome to our round 1 summary of the Moon of Orlithia narrative campaign between the Emperor's Children, the Blood Angels, and the Mechanicum. We introed, I think, episode 1. We talked about the backstory of our commanders and a rough kind of framework. And now we have our first round. The way this segment is going to work is we're going to break down the missions that Sam wrote for us to play through. And then we're going to break down our individual games. We have a narrative write-up of each of those games, as well as a general talk about playing Heresy and how the games went on the actual tabletop. That's all interspersed together before we round out the culmination of round 1, moving into round 2. And hopefully you enjoy it. It's a new ground being trodden for us at the podcast, which after so long I'm quite excited about, actually. The fact that we're 10 years in and now we're doing something very different. It's cool.
It's good.
Yeah. So, do you want to walk us through the missions as you wrote them?
Yeah.
I was very impressed with your little PDFs that we got.
Mm-hmm.
It felt very official. And would be very useful that we can share these when the episode goes out.
Yeah, I think we have time before the next one plays. So I didn't move them left, I moved them right. So we have about 20 minutes. Cool. So I wrote 2 missions. It was quite nice because I haven't really done it before. And with the event coming up and having to write missions, it was nice to kind of write some stuff for 30k and figure out the bits that I obviously am really shit at. So it was kind of cool. I don't know if I saved them in the drive. I think I've only sent them to you guys, so I probably should do that.
Yes, certainly do that.
Yeah. So we had 2 missions. Well, the first mission was a ZM mission, which both Matt and Neil played each other, and I and Matt
Yes.
and I played
Yeah,
together.
the Magos stayed inside because they're hiding in the dark.
Exactly.
So both my games were this mission, just replicated. It'll be worth just saying early on that we kept the same board layout.
Yep.
Pretty much. There was one corner that I didn't have a photo of,
Right.
so that might have slightly been different, but I don't think it massively impacted the
No.
game. Yeah.
And I think the obviously you've gone through the narrative. That was the bit you've just heard. The narrative for each of the missions kind of squished together into one. So the victory conditions for this are prime terminal. So the primary one central objective at the end of the game. The player controlling that earns 5 victory points.
Yep. Plus a line or a bonus if they've got a line unit on there.
Yep. And then data siphoning, which is the secondary mission, is there are 4 cogitator banks spread across the board. An infantry unit can spend a shooting phase performing no other actions to siphon data. Each successful siphon bank is worth 2 VP. If the unit has line, and then you add their line score to that 2 VP. So
Yes,
it's a
and they
one
could-
and done.
And yeah, I was going to say they could score it once. What was it? And the narratively, you guys are trying to siphon off data. I'm trying to wipe data.
Yes. Yeah.
That was the kind of why they made sense to be the same objectives.
Yeah. The secondary missions were in place, so Slay the Wall of First Strike and Last Man Standing. Not going to go
Yep.
over those. Special rules, automated sentries. So at the start of every game turn, the Mechanicum player may wake one door. That door becomes dangerous terrain for the Astartes unit to move through it until the end of that turn. Basically, it's we're saying that the automatic guns on those doors are active, and it will defend itself.
Yeah, they didn't really come into play, I don't think, in either game.
No, I thought it would be good to give the Mechanicum player a bit of a bonus, and the fact that it was more, this is my home.
Yeah, it makes complete sense. It was a really good little rule. I genuinely was really impressed with both write-ups of the missions. Just they seemed quite balanced, and they'd had clearly a lot of thought into them. And it's just nice to have a little narrative buff in the rules that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like you see the story and the game coming into one, and that's really, really cool.
Other special rules we had was Desperate Recovery. So if the Astartes Warlord is within 3 inches of the prime terminal at the end of the game, they gain Fearless special rule in their next mission in the next round.
Do indeed.
So not the one I play against Neil, the one afterwards, or not the one Neil playing against me. Did you get this?
No.
No? Cool. I did.
Congratulations.
Next up is Darken Hub. So all shooting range beyond 12 inches suffers a -1 to hit penalty, unless the unit has night vision or preternatural sensors, which gives it night vision. So this was to effectively kind of show that it's dark. The
lights are off.
It's an abandoned facility, and the Mechanicum obviously being their home are there. But
this
it's
kind of
still dark.
hindered me more than you, I think.
I don't know. My missile launchers had to be closer to you than they should have been.
That is true.
My missile launchers always took the negative because they were further away.
Yeah. But my Castellax, which were also shooting, are only BS3. So -1 to hit means I was hitting on 5s rather than 4s.
Yeah.
Which is way more painful than 3 to 4.
Yeah.
So it kind of backfired a little bit for me.
Yeah.
Early
Which is
on
weird.
in the game.
You should just turn the lights on in your house.
Yeah.
Deployment.
I was trying to be all spooky.
Deployment wise, it was the essential 4 tiles. So a 24 by 24 deployment for the defender. The defender was going to always be the Mechanicum because it's their house. The attacker deploys within 6 inches of one of the battlefield edges. It was A or B. To be honest, that thing doesn't really matter because the board was pretty much the same all the way around.
Yeah, we did say it's basically A, B, C, or D. Basically, just choose
choose a side and come in from there.
Yeah.
It just is one table edge that you were coming in from. So yeah. And the confined spaces rule that's in ZM. We chose that the outer 12 by 12 tiles. So the outer tiles were confined space 6, and then the inner ones were confined space 8.
Yeah, which meant that everything could go anywhere. Actually,
yeah. I know we've talked a lot about this rule and how it can make or break a game.
Mm-hmm.
I think we can tweak it a little bit further down.
Yeah.
Just because like Castellax are 4.
Yeah.
So actually, like 6 and 8 didn't affect me.
No.
And actually a Contemptor's 6.
Yeah.
So it didn't affect the Contemptor either. So actually it was kind of a bit of a redundant rule.
Yeah.
So maybe when we go
We can
forward,
do 6 and 4.
Well,
Like,
that's
we
what
can
I'm,
do
I'm
things to
wondering
make
about
it.
things like that.
I think it just depends on the narrative. What I didn't want to do is for this. What this is mainly there to do, I think, is to stop people bringing stuff like Leviathan.
Yes, yeah.
And the bigger, like a Thanatar or whatever, like the bigger
Thanatar's
things.
massive. Yeah.
I deliberately actually I'll talk about that in our game. But yeah, that's the mission 1. And then the second mission, which was on the surface of the moon, so Moon Mission 1, is
It's got a good name.
It's called Blood and Gold on Lunar Dust.
I like it.
It's good and fun. So we've already been through the narrative that was in the previous recording, or the previous soundbite. So the victory conditions for this. So there are 3 landing beacons placed along the center line of the map. There's 3 VP at the end of the game for whoever holds that, and then line. If you have a line subtype, you get an additional 1 VP on there. So you don't get your 2 line, 3 line, whatever. It's just holding it.
So you did end of game.
End of game.
Because I know we were talking back and forth whether we were doing that like regular objectives of every turn or.
I feel like we'll talk about it in our game afterwards. Actually,
yeah.
So yeah, it's central objectives down the middle table, the middle 24 inches, short table edge down the middle, in the middle of the board. I came up with special rules or special secondary missions depending on who you were. So for the Emperor's Children, you gain 2 victory points if you destroyed more units in melee combat than the opponent. And then the Blood Angels gain 2 victory points if you have at least 1 unit in the enemy deployment zone at the end of the game. Can you see when I was writing this what I thought was going to happen?
Yeah.
The Lion and Vanguard, we said, had no effect on the Pride versus Atonement, so you don't get more because you killed me with a thing. Special rules, we had low gravity, so all units add 1 to their move characteristic, and add 2 to their charge subtotal. However, any unit that runs or charges must take a pinning test, as they struggle to keep their footing in the light gravity.
That's quite cool.
Did we do that?
You did, because you took a pinning test turn 1, and you failed it.
No. When
You need your
You're
mic.
not into your microphone.
I'm not asking.
Yeah, it's still good to have in the.
Oh, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
I didn't add the charges distance, but I don't know if I did the pinning. Anyway, we'll talk about it in the record in our game. The Silent Void. Communications is failing. Units more than 12 inches away from their warlord cannot use his leadership for morale or pinning tests. Now, we had a bit of a discussion about this because Voxes... is it a Vox?
Yeah.
A Nuncio
Vox. Nuncio Vox effectively allows you to use the leadership test. So we just with the Nuncio Vox, you can use the leadership test of your warlord if they have the character subtype or the leader subtype. Is it one of those two? And we said, well, I guess the idea of this is to stop that kind of stuff from happening if they're far away. So that was what this was trying to do. Silent Void, we talked about that one. Talarion's Spite. At the start of turn 3, the Rogue Archmagos fires the surface to our batteries. Each player chooses 1 enemy unit. That unit takes D6, Strength 6, AP 4 hits. Something kind of cool to bring Matt's game into it. Now, the deployment was... I'm trying to remember the original map name for this, but it is effectively...
Hammer and Anvil.
Hammer and Anvil.
Edges.
Short table edges, 24-inch deployment, 24 bubble in the middle with the objectives in the middle.
This is on a 6x4.
6x4, yeah. What we'll do is we'll share these in the Discord and in the show notes. I'll put a link in there. If you're interested, you're more than welcome to play them. Give me some feedback. I'm trying to learn how to write games, so that would be interesting. Yeah.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to go into each of our individual games. We're going to... Are we going to have the narrative before or after?
Narrative first.
Okay.
Then we're going to talk about the game.
Cool. So what you will get is another soundbite of the description of what happened in the game to kind of keep you in the story and be a bit more exciting than us just bumbling over our words. And then we're going to bundle over our words in terms of the mechanics of playing the game, playing Heresy, and what we found was our experience of playing our forces. So I will hand over to our lovely orator, who will give us the narrative write-up of this battle.
I'm good at oral. Hang on.
The oxygen-deprived corridors of Sector Delta 3 hummed with the passive aggression protocols of Magos Talarion. In the suffocating dark, the walls themselves seemed to wake, as glowing lenses of Ursarak's defenders flickered to life. Magos Vortas moved with cold precision, under orders from Talarion, to return victorious or not at all. His automata fell upon the Blood Angel recon squads with mechanical fury. Praetor Valerius Carl heard the wet gurgle of his sergeant over the vox as lightning claws shredded power armor. Cale, a man fueled by the shame of the red thirst and a desperate need for atonement, did not falter. Leading his Crimson Paladin honor guard, he charged into the mechanical nightmare. He met Vortas in the gloom, his blade a blur of righteous silver. With a roar that echoed the ancient tragedies of the 9th Legion, Kyle took the Magos' head, leaving the machine spirits of the Defender Squad leaderless and malfunctioning, while Kyle secured the primary control panel to download vital schematics of the Moon base. The shadow of Talarion's true ambition lingered. Magos Null, sensing his master's shifting favor, moved to salvage the disaster. He unleashed toxic gas into the landing bays, choking the life from a trapped despoiler squad. As the survivors were dragged away for interrogation, Null purged the remaining data stacks. Cale had won the tactical ground and the floor plans, but Talarion remained entrenched in the shadows of Orlithia. The living penance had secured a foothold, yet he remained unaware that he was merely a pawn in a larger, more mechanical game of gods and monsters.
That's what happened.
Very cool. Very cool.
So, I think score-wise, you had 2 objectives, secondary objectives.
Yeah.
I had 2 secondary objectives, and then I got the primary one.
There was almost 3 areas of the board that we can separate.
Yeah.
So we had your despoiler squad in the landing bay.
Yep.
That secured a secondary objective and then didn't really do much else.
No.
Like by the time they moved there, scored it, and then moved towards the centre.
Yep.
They didn't really have anything to do because you'd murdered everything in the centre, which we will get to. The other side of the board, you kind of left my thralls just running around, really.
Yep.
Which meant that I grabbed 2 objectives under my secondary Magos, who ended up capturing some troops in our narrative.
Who ran away?
He ran away because there was no point him going into the centre and just getting massacred.
He was slowing his thralls down. So
yes, he was.
Detached
He detached and kind of ran off and found a control panel to release some toxic gas.
Yeah.
Because hey, we want a cool story. So the thralls just kind of ran around and scored me objectives, which was great. And then the centre of the board was where very quickly it became heavy fighting, right?
Yeah.
Because we had my Ursarax were there with my main Magos. My Castellax were there as well. And my Thalax. So I had like a lot of my automata infantry just guarding the central objective. But quite close to them was a 5-man missile squad, the Blood Angels, a tactical squad.
Yep.
And your large Terminator squad with Kale.
Yeah.
And as the narrative said, the tacticals came up. I killed them with the Ursarax.
I don't think we want to do the play-by-play.
No.
Okay.
But that happened, and then there was just a bum fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was really interesting. First ever game of Mechanicum, and feeling like certain units underperformed of what I was expecting.
Okay.
Having played against Mechanicum in previous editions.
Which units do you think would do better? The Thalax?
No. Well, the Thalax didn't really get a chance to do much because the missiles hurt them a lot.
And to be fair, you murderized the 10-man tac squad in one turn.
Oh, yeah, with the Ursarax.
With the Ursarax.
They were great.
And the guns fired from the Thalax as well, the lightning guns and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know whether or not you played them wrong or right. I don't really know them. It felt like last time I played them, not yours, someone else's, that like that my tack squad rounded a corner and then just got removed by lightning guns. It felt like they were way more powerful than what you did.
Yeah, I don't know myself.
I mean, your dice are pretty shit, so I mean, that could be. It could have been a bit of that.
It could have been a bit of that. I'm not sure. It might be the way that I've kitted out that squad.
Maybe.
I'm not sure. Castellax were the real surprising one because their guns just didn't really do much.
You shot them at the Crimson Paladins.
They were really their only target.
Yeah. I'm not saying it was the wrong choice.
Which might be a deployment issue.
But it was it was definitely a what they're like a 2 up, 4 up.
Yeah.
So
it didn't really do much in damage. So yeah, their options weren't great for them.
No.
I wasn't expecting to do a ton of damage shooting. I think against Neil, I remembered their pinning, and I'm not entirely sure if either you passed your pinning or I just forgot.
I remember I rolled pinning on the tack squads and failed because they were pinned.
Yeah, they were. That was the Thalax.
I did roll a pinning on the Crimson Paladins.
Yeah,
so
maybe you passed it.
But they're with a Praetor.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like a leadership 10.
Yeah, there were a lot of points sunk there.
Yeah.
It was more like when you eventually got into combat with the Castellax.
Yeah.
You're like, they're Terminators.
They had
power swords. They didn't have any high strength.
No.
But you just cut them down in like one round of combat. And I was like, I thought Castellax were pretty hard to kill.
Yeah.
And you were like, yeah, here's my shiny sword, stab, dead. And I was like, oh.
Was that because Sam rolled hot?
Oh, 100.
And you rolled poorly?
Yes.
Well, do you know what it was? There was definitely, because there was so many, there was like 8 of them, right?
Yeah.
They're getting 3 attacks each or whatever. They've got the power swords. He needs 5s or 6s to wound me because they're strength 5, right?
So it's Crimson Paladins. I had 8 of them. They have 3 attacks.
Yeah.
Base. They have power swords, so it's just AP3, damage 1,
strength.
breaching 6. So
yeah,
I think
but he needs 6s to wound the Castellax. Then gets the breaching, so it becomes AP2, and so I've only got a 5 or 6 up invul.
Yeah,
and that was so. All of a sudden, I was like, "Well, I'll make the saves," and then
are they 1 damage Castellax?
What?
Are they 1 damage the Castellax? Like what? Sorry, 1 wound.
No, like 5 or 6 wounds or whatever.
On Castellax?
Yeah, the big ones.
Oh, sorry. Thalax. The Castellax I didn't do much in.
Thalax are 2 wounds, I believe.
Yeah, okay. So in the Thalax, actually all...
Oh, you tore for it. I'm not surprised you killed them.
Oh.
The Castellax are the big dudes.
I didn't kill them that fast.
You killed them in 1 round of combat. They were the last combat of the game, because that's all I had left. So it was after you beheaded...
Oh, but the Praetor wasn't in a challenge either. So
the
the Praetor had a Blade of Perdition. And I had a Blade of Perdition.
Oh, yes, yeah. So it might have been that
and
as
then
well.
the... Kale had a Blade of Perdition as well. So that's AP3, so it becomes AP2.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
Yeah, so it was just...
He has 5 attacks as well.
He just cut me up very easily, and I just remember being like, Mechanicum is supposed to be tougher. And it's a real contrast. When we get to mine and Neil's game, I felt the toughness of Mechanicum. And against you, and I think it was more just 8 Terminators... with a Praetor was just too much for my kind of more standard units to deal with. I didn't quite have the answer to them. And so they just went into Thalax, killed them.
Yeah.
Magos got beheaded.
It's 24.
You killed my
attacks.
Because the Thalax, this is where it's getting confusing. The Thalax were the shooting guys, and most of them had died from the missiles. Yep. You charged my Ursarax, which are my claw guys.
Yep.
So my close combat guys, but you swing first.
Yep.
So you just annihilated them, so I didn't really
And that's when we had the
much
challenge as well.
And that's when the challenge happened. You beheaded Vortas within 3
rounds.
round?
3 rounds.
Was it 3?
Yeah, because the last one you took the runaway.
I realised to run away, yeah, because I had 1 wound left.
Yeah, and then it was like, okay.
You killed me.
Which, as a in that combat, so the...
Yeah, it'd be good to talk about that, because that's the first time I've ever done the challenge.
So the challenge mechanic, I actually really like it. I think the fact that they've now limited it to you can't just be a sergeant and accept a challenge, like it feels more thematic, and you have this whole like, do I pick this? Do I not pick this? Obviously, you can only pick the same. You can't pick the same one every time. Yeah. You can't pick the same one as someone else. So it does kind of change the game a little bit. So it's not just oh man, you actually are really good, and you're even better if you take this one.
Yeah.
So I can't ever win. Basically, it does have that leveling. So it was good. I like the outnumber. Like, you get assistance, it means you go first.
You get a bonus for having more models, which means then sometimes having a 20-man tack squad might be more beneficial in a challenge than having 3 Death Shroud Terminators.
I mean, it happened we'll talk about our game later, but it happened in our game, like with the Saturnine Terminators. Although they're bulky, there's only 3 of them in the squad. So it meant that I didn't get any bonus for that, whereas you were a 10-man squad, so you got 2 extra.
Yeah. Were you doing it off your bulky?
We couldn't figure out. It doesn't say about bulky.
Sure you're
because in the bulky rule, all it talks about is about transports being able to get into it.
True.
It doesn't say it counts as more people.
It's models as well. It's not like wound count or anything.
So it is just 3.
It is a model. Yeah, they're inventory models. So I would guess it would be just
which
3.
is fine. The Saturnine Terminators do not need any more bonus in that situation, and
that's for the challenge.
The challenge, yeah.
Because there's also a whole thing that me and Neil were doing where if you outnumber at the end of a combat, you get +1 to your resolution.
Yeah, when you go through the steps resolution.
But do you use bulky for that?
No, I didn't. I don't think you should.
We did.
I don't think you should, because you don't outnumber people.
Yeah, true.
However, bulky does come into account when you count for outnumbering, because the Crimson Paladins get if they're outnumbered, they get feel no pain in close combat. But because they're bulky 1 or whatever, they count as 2 or 3 or whatever.
And that was always the rule with the Night Lords, is you take their bulky as how many there are.
Okay.
Because if you outnumber, you get +1 to hit.
So I'm reading
that's
here,
the last edition. But
what I'm reading here is we need to look at bulky.
We need to, not just look at bulky, but look around some other bits.
Yeah, look at bulky inside, like bulky in a combat, bulky in running or in shooting.
Yeah, because it feels like, okay, if you're a bulky 4 model, to count as 1, when you count as 4 in a transport, and you count as 4 when counting up, whether you're outnumbered or not, to then not do it at combat resolution seems weird.
Yeah, I get it.
So, that's something we
as
can
someone
look
that
up,
runs a lot of bulky units, I feel like it would be a little bit crazy.
It would make it gnarlier, right?
Saturnine Terminators are bulky 4.
Yeah, but you get the opposite, right? The other thing is, but you are limited to like 3 in a unit. Well, you can have 6, but that's insane point.
They're bulky 4, yes. Saturnine Terminator is bulky 4. So
if you
all of a
count
sudden,
as 3, you're outnumbered by Terminators instantly. You're outnumbered by like tack squads. So you're instantly getting a -1 to your combat resolution just because you're a bulky dude.
I don't think it gives you a minus if you're...
because they're getting the plus is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you're giving a 10-man tack squad is outnumbering you, so getting +1.
But only 1. You only get 1 plus.
Yeah, it is 1.
Like,
it's not 1 per dude.
And if I'm taking Saturnine Terminators, the likelihood is, all right, in the first round of combat, you kill 2.
Yeah.
But, like, there's got to be a bonus to the other side for the fact you've got this great war plate that's able to stay around.
I just mean, like, you go into a 50-man militia squad.
Yeah.
You're never going to be outnumbered, are you?
Yeah, but that's fine. It's a 50-man militia squad.
You're only getting +1 and probably 12.
It's only +1. Yeah, and I'm probably going to murderize everyone in there, and I'm getting a bonus because I'm outnumbered.
Yeah, it's interesting.
In the Crimson Paladins, like again, someone that runs a lot of bulky, I would feel like it's overpowered if I count my presence in the combat resolution, like because I'm wearing a big plate of armor.
Yeah, but you do it in every other aspect.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Only when you get in and out of vehicles. Getting into vehicles.
Well, and if you're outnumbered by being a Crimson Paladin.
Yeah, I'll look at it a bit more, but
it's definitely something to look at.
But I need to look at it because I run quite a lot of bulky, so I probably should know. But
well, I mean, all of my Mechanicum other than the thralls is bulky.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So it is interesting, but I definitely felt like I needed to hold ground and just survive the Terminators, and they were just too much for me. I just didn't have the ability to just stay there. I would also say there was a benefit of it being my very first game, because I don't think I used my Thybothergist rights properly. Not in terms of got them wrong, but just didn't use them as regularly as I should have been. Whereas, again...
This is the one that you get, like... You get...
+1 toughness, +1 strength.
But then the next turn you get fucked.
You can have feedback when heads can blow up.
Yeah. You used it...
I did use it.
Like 3 times. Used it on the Ursarax and the Thalax. No, on the Castellax. You
wouldn't have
use
been. I think I did.
Oh, that was it. No, it wasn't. It was the Ursarax in turn 1.
I used it on my thralls to make them
and
move
the thralls on turn 1. So
Yeah,
you did
to make
use
them-
it.
Yeah. I did. I'm not saying I didn't use it. But
Don't try and cheapen my win by
No,
you
but
forgetting your rules.
But I can do it either in the movement phase or the shooting phase,
Yeah.
and I can do it 2 per Magos because I've got an upgrade to allow me to do that.
Yeah, it's just like orders. If you don't use them, that's the whole flavour
That's
of the
what I'm
army,
saying.
right?
Yeah. So I think there was a little bit of a mistake on my part on that. But yeah, it was just very like, oh god, like Kale's coming in with his honor guard, and he's
I'd like to point out that they weren't actually an honor guard,
no.
but it's more narrative fun.
Yeah.
Okay, because they weren't a what do they call them? A bodyguard unit.
Yeah.
They weren't that. They were just
Yeah.
a unit that he went with.
Yeah, no, I just mean like, you know, a fighting force full of like Terminators with swords and shields, and you know, breaching. Very thematic. I don't have a problem with what you brought at all.
Yeah.
But I was just a bit like, oh god, I don't think I'm quite like. If you had a few more tactical squads, it probably would have been a bit easier for me.
Why do I need to hold objectives when I could just take the objectives?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was my thing. I just didn't have enough to deal with 2 up saves, 4 up invols. Like I've noticed multiple damage isn't really like, it's quite hard to find multiple damage.
Yeah, that's why shred and breaching are like shred are.
Shred gives you Shred's quite nice for giving you the +1 damage.
Like there's something in 20 tactical marines with, or 20 assault marines with chainswords.
Yeah, Shred 6.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I just felt like very early on I was kind of back foot, and I was just trying to score as many secondaries.
Yeah.
Because I already knew the center was gone.
And it was close. You got the killer unit in turn 1. You got
it wasn't bad.
2 objectives. So yeah, it was a good game.
6. Yeah, I was on 6 and you were on 12-ish.
The main one fucked me.
Well, you got the main one.
No, as in like the main one fucked it. Sorry, like because I got 2.
It took you, well,
so 4,
5 and
so 9.
Line 2, so 7 for that point.
7, and then I killed your warlord.
And you had a secondary for 4.
Yeah.
So that's what, 11.
Yeah.
And then 2 for the warlord, so 13.
I think the only thing I've done differently in these missions is I haven't made objectives re-scoreable.
Yeah. It was very like the secondaries were one and done,
Which
felt right, because I think if they were every turn, you'd just park like your despoiler squad would have earned you 4 points a turn.
Yeah.
Because you were on it turn 1.
Yeah.
So it was like, I think it would have been ridiculous if we did do that for this scenario.
Yeah.
And this conversation will come back up with your game.
Yeah.
Because you guys played that same,
Similar
score at the
style.
end of the thing.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. It's an old way of playing, isn't it?
It is, and I think it. Yeah, I don't know how you balance it if it was every turn, because otherwise you could have just castled up on the middle objective, got 5 points every turn, and I'd never catch you.
In the ZM, it would never work.
No.
It would in that scenario, the deployment, everything, it was completely right to do that.
Yeah,
it really was.
So I enjoyed it. I was terrified by the high toughness. Like that toughness kept like fucking me, like needing like 5s and 6s to do stuff.
Yeah,
like, all the time.
It's interesting because I just felt like I just got murdered very quickly. So toughness wasn't a problem for you. But for you felt that, so that's good.
Yeah.
And you know, when you come out of a loss, you feel like, oh, did I do anything like bad or whatever? And it was just, I just didn't do enough damage back. Like, did I kill a Terminator?
No, 2-1 to 1 wound.
Yeah. I think I got 1 to 1 wound. And I had some AP2 guns and bits in my army, but not like if the Ursarax didn't get completely wiped out in your 1 round of combat, they would have punched back, and they have the ability to breach.
I don't think I would have brought the Ursarax back to take on the Crimson Paladins.
They were the only option I had for the Crimson Paladins.
Yeah, but they could have gone after the heavy weapons team.
Squad, yeah.
They could have then gone after the my other troop choices. Well, they weren't really doing it at that point. They'd already taken it. Yeah, I just wonder because it did feel a little bit like sacrificial lamb. I'll throw them at the
it was just wall.
because it's these are my close combat unit. I feel like they should be good at close combat.
I always knew they were going to have a job.
Yeah,
but like you say, that I'm a little bit higher toughness, I'm multiple wound.
Yeah.
Maybe I lose 2 or 3, and then I get to hit you back, and you maybe lose 2 or 3. Where it was basically like, oh, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Which, eight lots of power swords on an elite unit, you just did enough wounds.
Yeah.
Which is why my toughness didn't feel like it massively benefited me, because you had so many more attacks.
I do feel like with Terminator squads, shooting them is way better. Like those Mauler guns, firing into them rather than charging the Castellax in might have been a good idea.
Charge them in. You charged me. I kept shooting at you.
Oh, yeah.
You charge like they.
Oh, you moved towards me. You did come towards me. Like you could.
You were on the center objective at that point.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm just thinking about how you could like.
Yeah.
Whenever I play, so my Terminators aren't good against Terminators.
Yes.
Like, so the way I deal with Terminators is I just shoot them.
Yeah.
Because it's like, cool, make 10 up saves, make 10 saves or whatever. So yeah. Anyway, we go to the next game.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
Should we do yours and Neil's one?
Yeah. Let's carry on with the ZM as we're already kind of in that mindset. So yes, before we talk about how the game went, we'll enjoy this soundbite.
In the dark, oxygen-deprived halls of Sector Omega-9, the walls hummed with passive aggression protocols. As the Third Legion pushed through the gloom, they were met not by silence, but by the mechanical fury of Magos 2-7. Centurion Lucarin Valacrest charged through a tide of mindless tech-thralls to duel the Magos, only to be sent reeling by a devastating blow from the priest's two-handed axe. Shamed and wounded, the perfect warrior retreated behind his palatine blades to save his craven hide. While his thralls were being butchered, Magos 2-7 found no escape. The Contemptor dreadnought, ancient Thalorion, intercepted the priest, crushing his mechanical spine with a sickening screech of metal. In a final, macabre act of survival, the Magos' head detached on spider-like legs, scuttling into the vents to preserve his data core for another day. As the dreadnought liquefied the central node's reinforced doors with his melter cannon, Magos N'Golo performed a tactical purge, wiping the control systems before abandoning his bodyguard to the Astartes' blades. The Emperor's children seized fragmented secrets from the facility, but the cost was high. In the eastern hangar, several legionaries were dragged screaming into the lightless subsectors by mechanical claws, lost to the shadows of a moon that has finally begun to scream.
Game 2. Me and Neil.
Yep.
So this being my second game, I could really tell the difference between the two games. So I felt like my toughness for the Mechanicum was really annoying for you.
Yeah.
My strength was survivability.
Yeah.
And a few things happened that were obviously different to my game against Sam, and it just reminded me that not every game is going to go the same way.
Yeah.
Which was a good reminder, because I kind of came out of that game not dejected, but it was like, oh, well, I didn't see the Ursrats do anything. Are they any good? And then they absolutely piecemealed your spoilers to pieces.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, they're amazing against Marines. That don't have power swords and hitting me first and then killing me before I can swing. Which was the experience I had in mine and Sam's game. So it was really good to see that difference. I would say, and probably Mission, made this a thing. My goal was to just stay still and be an annoying wall and keep away. And I tried that with Sam and I got punched through. And I tried that with Neil and it went a bit better. I still got punched through, by the way, but it went a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, on the one sort of main hangar area, you didn't really have to wall me off. I kind of did that myself for 3 turns by being pinned.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's a dice roll, right? Like, I had the opposite effect. So my Castellax, I seized. My Castellax first shot of the game hit the tactical squad, killing 1.
Yeah, you killed 1.
I killed 1 Marine, so it wasn't like unbelievable. But I got the pinning, and Neil failed the pinning test. So and then carried on, continuing to fail the pinning test. So I think the first 3 turns of the game,
Didn't move.
the tack squad were just on their deployment line, and meant they couldn't score any of the secondaries in that sector until the end of the game.
Yeah, quite. So
which really helped. That helped with the score early on.
yeah. It's weird. It's the first game I've played of 3rd edition, and it felt like I was going in a little bit blind.
Yeah.
In the sense that I had no idea what any of your stuff did.
Yes. Yeah.
Neither does Matt, right?
Yeah, well, I had a little bit more because I'd played once, but yes, it's still true.
And not really sort of going, well, not having a lot of heavy ranged attack. It was all sort of like, this is kind of a scouting force. We're going to go in and, oh dear, this was a bad idea.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
I think, like, during the game, I think it would be fair to say that you felt a bit like, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of, yes, I've killed a squishy thrall unit and a Magos, which, I mean, the Magos is pretty tough.
Yeah.
So, pretty well done.
But it was a contempt to dreadnought that kind of
squished
did the majority of the damage to it, and so you kind of expect a big power fist to go squish.
Your Centurion was great though, honestly. Like, the 2 units met, we did the challenge, and I basically stepped through, which again, it worked out so well that I'd played Sam first, because otherwise we would have both been completely blind on that.
Jesus!
So you would walk me through the steps, and then I walked Neil through the steps, and his guy just whiffed, and then because of my prime benefit, I was +2 strength. So I suddenly had a strength 8 power axe. So just smacked him down, and he had 1 wound left in one round of the challenge.
Oh, poor.
And I was like, oh. But then you played the withdrawal challenge, which I tried to do against you, but he was successful.
I feel like playing the withdrawal challenge when you've got one wound left is not good.
Well, here's my thing about it, right? You get, for your combat resolution, the model's starting wounds if you kill them in combat, because you won the challenge.
Okay.
So I would have got 3 for the Centurion.
Do you only start with 3 wounds?
Wow. If you withdraw,
you
give away whatever wounds you've lost. So I took 2 off. So he was one less to the combat res.
Yeah.
Against you, my Magos is 5.
Yeah.
I think 5. But you'd done 3 wounds at the time I tried it. So
you only had 1 wound left.
Oh, did I only have 1? So it's kind of I want to deny you some combat res.
But you only get 1 attack. If you do it, you don't get your full attack.
Yeah,
you only get 1 attack. You get no bonuses. So you're basically going, when you got 1 wound left, you're basically going, well, I'm fucked here.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you're probably going to die with 1 wound.
Also, in a smaller, I think in a larger game, I would agree with you. But this is the one character you brought, probably. Mm-hmm. So this is your Warlord kill as well. So you're denying Warlords, you can hide away, you've still got your leadership for the Voxes.
Yeah.
There's quite a lot to have your commander on the table.
I get what you're saying, but you're then just in the combat. All right, you're not partaking in that round of combat, but the next one, you're in combat still.
Yeah, but he still had 9 Palatine Blades.
Yeah.
So he can easily hide behind those numbers.
It just feels like you're giving up quite a lot to actually not get that much benefit back, because you're giving up all of your attacks to potentially do more damage. Like Neil with 4 attacks.
4, I think.
4.
Could have insta killed your dude.
No,
he definitely
he couldn't.
He needed 6s to win.
He needed 6s to win. There's
maybe not insta kill, but he could have taken more wounds off.
Yeah, I mean, he did none in the first round of combat.
Yeah, I do feel like
I just think we disagree, because I think having a commander alive that's your Warlord, and having the command aura.
Would you run away? So if you in that combat, obviously you've given away 3 or 4,
2.
You've given away 2 to resolution.
Yeah.
The likelihood is he's probably going to win the combat.
Well, in this scenario, no, because he's got 9 Palatine
versus
thralls. So he was going to win the combat.
Yeah.
So him pulling out meant his warlord was still alive, and he was likely to win the combat, which he did. I then fell back, and then his Contemptor charged in and squished me.
I feel like the risk just isn't like...
I think in most scenarios you're probably correct.
Yeah.
But in this one, it worked well.
Well, you tried to withdraw in mine, and I killed you.
Yeah.
So,
but
like...
that would have happened either way, because you were swinging first.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to do my one attack. You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter if I withdrew or not, you would have still killed me.
So then why bother risking the fact
because
that...
if I kept my warlord alive, I can carry on buffing my squad. I've not given away 2 points for warlord.
Yeah, yours don't just get buffed because you do stuff
my guy
to a
does
squad,
stuff,
right?
Yeah.
Whereas a normal a praetor just stands there and looks pretty.
Yeah, well, a brick.
Yeah, I think if you got one wound left, why the fuck would you run away?
Yeah.
I think that I'd rather get the extra hits in than have an opportunity to maybe
first,
survive.
Second, all that stuff, right? You got to weigh up every scenario.
Well, the Emperor's Children should always be going first. Basically.
Yeah. I'm talking about in our scenario.
Yeah.
So I pulled back because I was going second anyway. So whether I had one attack or 4 attacks, you're going to probably kill me because I got 1 wound left.
Why were you going second? Because they outnumber? Because
I'm initiative 2.
Yeah, but you don't go second because you're initiative 2. You go second. You do with the steps. So your initiative is the dice roll.
But you add outnumber. You've got a higher initiative because it's initiative plus your dice roll.
Yeah.
And you were taking C's initiative, which stopped me doing that.
Yeah.
So I can't roll 2 dice and get rid of the lowest.
Yeah. Okay. I think we just disagree on it. I don't see the point in running away.
Yeah.
Whereas I can see in your case, well, it didn't work for you, but it worked for Neil.
It worked for Neil perfectly because I couldn't get to them. Sure.
In all honesty, with that squad, your HQ should never be in that combat.
No, well, we kind of worked that out later on, so his sergeant could come in. Because when we looked up Duelist Edge and saw that it's a buff in a challenge, we were like, well, why has his whole squad got it?
So we need to figure out if the rest of your squad.
It's
just your sergeant.
It's just the sergeant has the champion. It's just one of those things that blade that you can. I'm assuming you can give that blade to characters.
No, you can't. That's the weird thing.
Oh, weird.
So the Palatine blade is only in the Palatine blades and the Palatine blade Aquilae.
Interesting.
They can be given Phoenix Rapiers, the Phoenix Power Spear, all that jazz.
Yeah.
But that version of the Power Sword is ever so slightly better.
I wonder if, because again, Duelist Edge in the last edition was +1 to being in a challenge to your initiative. But I wonder if they used to have the champions rule.
They might have done.
Or chosen. It used to be called chosen.
Yeah.
Like command squads have.
Yeah.
And so any guy could have accepted the challenge, and it's just a rule that's kind of carried over, even though it doesn't actually make that much sense.
Possible. But obviously you can equip the champion with a different weapon to the entire squad. So
yeah.
It might be a case of you give him the Palatine blade so he can do challenges, and then everyone else gets a Phoenix Spear or whatever.
Yeah, it'd be worth trying out.
But
I mean, you built them now.
No, but they all come. They're Forge World. They all come with those.
Yeah.
So it's just you just go. I'm trying out the spears. I don't care. He can run spears without.
Are they magnetized?
No,
they're resin.
They're resin.
You can magnetize resin.
Fuck no.
Are you going to run a unit without carrying swords and call them spears now?
Yes.
She's very beneath you.
I don't know what hell I'm going to do.
No, certainly to try them out. And then if they work really well, then cool.
Lop off those arms.
Lop off those arms and start doing spears. But all you do is you just extend the underneath the sword.
Yeah, so
they're just holding them higher.
They're holding the spear right by the top of the blade because that's
like they're marching.
Yeah, really sensible. We're completely derailed.
We did completely derail that. But it was just a kind of a clusterfuck, and I just started throwing units in the way, which ended up working really, really well.
Yeah.
The problem was line. So eventually his tack squad got unpinned and scored a secondary. You scored the other secondary. You got my warlord. So you had the warlord. You'd killed a unit on an objective, so you got Vanguard.
Yeah.
So it was like...
that's where the other points came from. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I was trying to work out how it was...
So even though I scored the 7
for
my central objective, it wasn't enough to catch up to your 13 or 14 or whatever it was.
I think it worked out to 12-9 to me.
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
the
it was
end.
something like that. Yeah.
But it's yeah. It highlighted that toughness wise, you are very survivable if it's just Marines going after you.
Yeah, well, and I think again, I played a little bit better. I buffed the right units at the right time, where I just didn't quite do the same. I think where I suffered is I had to throw so much towards you that I didn't go and get the other secondaries.
Yeah.
And because my Castellax can't score them and everything else. So it was like my Castellax versus one tac squad basically all game.
Yeah.
And
that
wasn't great, but it meant everything else had to go into where your army was, which kept me the center objective, which is great, but didn't allow me to catch you in points.
Yeah.
And that was the big problem. I just could not catch you in points.
Yeah.
And that was frustrating.
It was enjoyable. It, as you said, it looked like I wasn't really doing much because I'm rolling all these dice and I'm not getting the 5s and 6s that I needed to do anything.
Yeah. Do you think so? All of the Mechanicum stuff is higher toughness than
yes,
Marines.
even the thralls are toughness 5.
Yeah,
it's fuck's sake.
Exactly. So,
like, do you think that just is going to suffer from the? It's one of those armies which does well at low points values because it denies you having high strength weaponry.
Yeah, I think without your missile launchers, I would have fared much better.
Yeah.
Because they were also breaking through my AP3, so I was having to rely on 6-up invols.
Yeah, quite.
Which was annoying. So I think that the way you deal with Mechanicum is high strength range weapons.
Yeah.
Or overwhelming them in combat.
Well, high AP weapon, AP.
Yeah. But I think no AP, lower strength like swords, for example.
Yeah.
They're just going to ching off their armor. Because I've got 3-up armor saves. You're going to need 5 or 6s to wound me.
Yeah.
You're gonna lose so many dice through your hitting and wounding that by then I've got saves at a reasonable save.
Yeah.
They're going to be tough to get rid of. But if you've got a way of breaking through the armor, or you're shooting them with a high strength, they then don't feel that tough.
Yeah. It was very. Yeah, I think it was just.
So more las cannons.
I am scared of what gets added in the 500 points to tackle that because it's something that's going to be needed.
Yes. For both.
It begins.
It will help you in both.
It rhymes with Ram Raider.
Well, you can't drive that for a ZM.
No.
But 2 separate lists. It just means more to build and paint. But hey.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing because I'm an idiot.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
But yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I think there was a time where I was like, is he enjoying it?
It's the sort of the element of this is the first game of this again, first game of the edition I've played since I don't even remember the last game of Heresy I played. So it's very much a case of
it's into the fire.
Got this sort of idea in the back of my head of how things work, and then the challenge thing, awesome, but really twisted my melon.
Yeah. Well, when you're trying to go through it for the first time, it is like a lot.
What is this?
And then once you work through it, you go, oh, actually, this is simple.
Yeah.
Like that was my thing with it. It's like actually, once you know what the steps are, and you know pretty much you're choosing CC initiative or flurry of blows, or you're going for your advanced reaction.
Yeah, quite. It's
version for the Legion. I think you played.
I played the Loyalist one by mistake.
Oh yeah, that did happen.
I mean, it didn't really make much difference to the actual overall score, but yeah, I literally went, oh, that's the thing.
That's the Emperor's Children one.
Emperor's
that's the Loyalist Emperor's Children one.
Like,
that's a fair mistake considering you're reading the Hereticus book.
Yeah,
I understand.
It
why
is weird.
There. Well, it's just because you're not going to put that tiny little bit in the Astartes book, are you?
But they don't
without any of the Emperor's
Children. But
they
don't put any traitor loyalist stuff.
Yeah, well, I guess the problem is narratively there were loyalists under Sultavit's on
Yeah.
this Fun 3.
True.
And it's those kind of things. So
But surely you'd have as the Legion Astartes got Hereticus ones for like the White Scars.
I don't know. I haven't looked for the White Scars. We'll have a look at off recording. I was going to say off camera, but we're not filming this. We're faces for radio.
We're filming this.
Oh no!
Oh,
I better put my pants back on.
oh shit!
There's an underground one. There's an
There's an underground
There's
one.
an underseat one. So, do you ever watch?
Don't know where this is going.
Did you ever watch?
No.
Did you ever watch James Bond
Yes.
when he cuts out the middle of the chair?
Oh yeah. Casino Royale.
Yeah, and it's probably the most like
He's
weird.
swinging the.
More, daddy, more.
Swinging the slapjack.
Yeah.
So that's where the other camera is.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, like first ever game, you're playing a ZM narrative written mission against a more exotic force in Mechanicum. You're not playing like tac squad on tac squad.
No.
So you kind of have lined up your very first game to be very skewed.
Yes.
And not be
True
what
that.
you expect. So
No.
I am glad that you ended up enjoying it.
How did it work on your second game?
And you won.
Yes, I did win.
know?
But it was a close game.
It was. I definitely had control and then slowly started to lose it. When you killed the warlord, that was a big impact. The unit got unpinned and then scored a secondary with the line buff.
Yeah.
Like scoring with line is just so strong because you're like our objectives secondaries were 2.
Yeah.
And then you get in line 2 units to do it, so it's suddenly a double score.
Yeah, quite.
And that was I just didn't have a way to stop you doing that because we kind of walled each other in a weird way.
Yeah, so it was enjoyable. It's going to be.
It was a
interesting
slogfest. It definitely was.
Interesting to see what the next ZM brings.
Yes, yeah, we'll need to think about that one.
Cool.
Yes, and again in that mission I captured some pesky marines, so a rescue mission may be needed at some point.
Yeah, don't need to rescue them.
The air at landing zone 13 was thick with the scent of ozone and ancient dust. The Emperor's children advanced with characteristic elegance, their purple and gold armour shimmering against the rusted fuel depots of the Mechanicum facility. They saw only the prize. They did not see the blood angels waiting in the skeletal ruins. The trap was anchored by Carnarvon the Red. The venerable Contemptor Dreadnought stood as a defiant beacon, his long-range fire drawing the 3rd Legion inward. As the traitors fixed their gaze on his massive crimson bulk, loyalist rhinos surged from the flanks to seal the perimeter. Then the sky tore open. From the strike cruiser, Sorrow's Requiem, Cassiel Thorn and his Saturnine Terminators materialized in a blinding teleportation flare. A wall of promethium flame heralded their arrival, incinerating the traitors holding the primary control tower. Amidst the ash, the Emperor's children centurion refused to yield. He was a dervish of silvered steel, his blade dancing against Thorn's massive, bulwark-like plates. It was a duel of contrasting philosophies. The traitor's surgical precision against the blood angel's inexorable weight. The centurion's blade found gaps, drawing blood, but he could not find the heart. With a guttural roar, Thorn saw his opening. He swung his power axe in a devastating 2-handed arc, crushing the centurion's chest and shattering the 3rd Legion's morale. The traitors broke, leaving the blood angels in total control of the surface. Yet as the dust settled, a rhythmic thrumming began to vibrate through the deck plates. The landing zone was secure, but the true nightmare was only just waking beneath the crust.
Cool. So that was the narrative for that was a narrative for Neil and my game. We played on the moon.
Mm-hmm.
As I sort of went through in the beginning, the main aim of this objective was to capture 3 landing zones to aid the coming invasion of the Moon of Orlithia. Let's go straight to you, Neil. What did you think of the game? What went well? What did not go well? What did you wish you did differently?
Went well.
What went well? He turned up.
I turned up. Yes, I put models on the table.
They're all in a nice, neat line.
Yes, they. So yeah, what went well? Models got on the table. What went bad? Everything else.
The table.
Everything else. I think. Again,
I was very surprised.
Where I'm limited in what I actually have got for the Emperor's Children. It's very much a case of this is what I've got, so this is all I can play with. So it felt very sort of it. I don't know how to describe it, but it just went to shit.
Knife to a gunfight.
I think
It's
pretty.
like plain Jane versus elite
Exotic Betty.
Yeah. I think
Exotic Betty.
Sure.
I think I also forgot that I could have held off and then come to you once you'd gotten the objectives.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Neil turn 1, just charged the objectives in the middle of the table.
Did you rush?
Yeah.
Oh, so rather than any shooting or whatever, you were just like, I'm just going
Well,
To
to...
be
wasn't in
fair,
range.
I was in.
I
was in 2 rhinos and a
so he
Leviathan
was-
dreadnought. My Saturnine Terminator is deep struck.
Yeah.
So I couldn't really do anything.
Yeah, I would have rushed probably as well.
Yeah. So it was.
I would have rushed.
So it was a case of, well, I'm going to get up the table, try and get in cover.
I mean,
and just sit.
in a regular game, you probably would have had objectives that you wanted to rush to because you're scoring them every turn.
Mm-hmm.
Where this is end of game, maybe that holding off or setting up firing, arcs would have been, I don't know.
I don't know whether this is sounding like a fantastic excuse, but I don't know whether because I played a game of 40k
Yeah.
as well this week.
In a normal 30k game, you did nothing wrong. Like in a normal 30k game, getting objectives turn 1 is the way to do it.
You
Because
would have probably
score-
had a home one that you would have stayed back.
You would have
for.
stayed 1 lunar there, but then you would have gone forwards and because you score every single time.
Yeah.
Matt is right. It would have been perfectly
So I don't
textbook
know.
for 30k.
I don't know if it. Yeah, but obviously my brain's just like he has to. Just Sam told me.
No, hang on.
Sam's no. Sam told me the objectives were captured at the end of the game,
Yeah.
So we must get there now.
so I must get them now and hold them.
Yeah.
This
We
is
even talked about how many turns are in the
Yeah.
game as well.
Yeah,
exactly.
We
So
realised
it's-
4 turns.
It was so the mistake was completely mine in the sense that I hadn't paid attention
Did
to
you
that.
spread out your
crucial-
line or did you kind of go forward in a bulk?
No,
I
he spread
can't-
out.
It
You spread
wasn't.
out,
It
'cause-
wasn't so much. It was one tactical squad went for the middle objective. The other tactical squad went for the objective closest to my side of the
Yeah.
board. And then the Contemptor Dreadnought was a kind of a bit stuck out in the wastelands,
floating in the middle, yeah.
because I didn't want it to get pinned.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because if it got pinned, I would have been like, well, I'm going to get picked off even more so than I was already. And then, everything else just moved up as well. And
I tactically hid behind a building.
Well, yes. I wonder, were you also surprised? Was there a moment where you realised that rhinos can move like 10 inches and then get out and still charge?
Yeah. I waited. My game plan going into this was going, well, I don't need to be anywhere near those fucking objectives until the end of the game.
Yeah.
And I have rhinos, so I have the ability to move, get out,
quick,
and then get on the objective. So I was like, I want to keep my dudes alive for as long as possible. I'm just going to wait here, expecting Neil to do somewhat similar type of stay the fuck away from me type tactics. And then when he started running forwards, I was like, oh, right, okay, it's game. Let's do this. Let's charge things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was concerned with my list because Neil outlined me.
Yes.
So he had more.
He had 3 units of line,
units
right?
of
3 units of line
Which is perfect, really.
versus my 2 units of line.
Yeah.
yeah,
So I was like, if I lose one, expecting Neil to like fully focus on killing my line units to stop me scoring. I was concerned about Deep Strike because it comes on in on a 3-up.
Yeah, it could have been
from turn
delayed,
2.
Yeah.
So it could have been delayed. So I was like, what? Like, the worst thing that can happen here is I have a Contempt Dreadnought just floating around, taking pop shots at the other Dreadnought. So yeah, I felt like it went my way, which is fair.
Yep.
Like, you ran towards me, I took the opening turn, I didn't move anything. I just stayed there. My Contemptor was in the right position to be able to draw a line to his Contemptor.
And then did 5 of the 6 wounds.
Oh, it's a Laz you've got on yours, right?
Dual Laz.
Dual Laz, yeah. Because I was wondering, because you've got another Contemptor.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Dual Laz.
Well, I'm just thinking for long range, like firepower, that seems to be where your weakness is. Certainly across an open board. That having that long range where you might have been able to like pop a rhino or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Slow him down.
It's hindsight's a wonderful thing.
Oh, yeah.
No,
I'm thinking
100%.
Going forward.
So, what else went right for me?
Sounds
everything.
like a lot.
Deep Strike came in turn 2.
Lovely.
Yeah.
You don't scatter.
No, you just pop down.
Put them there.
Hello.
So I put the 3 Saturnine Terminators with the Praetor, so 4 Saturnine Terminators, about 2 inches away from his tack squads with their flamers lined up.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I got, I think, 7, 7, and 6.
775.
775. And then we had a bit of a discussion around
how the overload and all
how
that
overload works.
Yeah.
So overload, traditionally, if you're rolling dice, is on a 1 or whatever the overload number is, on that number or below, you take that as a damage one.
Yeah.
On templates, that's not how it works. So on templates, you roll.
It's like a scatter.
You roll 1 dice on flame templates. You roll 1 dice, and on a 1, you take a misfire.
Yeah.
But what we would the discussion that we were having was whether or not because it made a big point in there about rolling or figuring out how many people are underneath that template before you do that.
Yeah.
So I was like, rightly so. We were like, well, actually, do I take the 7 wounds on me?
This is where the confusion came in.
Yeah, because the writings were no, would be my thoughts.
No, but the only reason I think we agreed at first, being like, well, maybe it does, is because it says in the wording, it made a big point about figuring out how many's underneath the template.
Yeah, how many dice you'd get under
on
that template.
Then roll your dice. Then these dice count as misfires.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, so they're those.
Yeah.
And then it said it does not affect the number of dice number of dice for the template. Create a new pool of dice for the misfires. And I was like, oh, okay, so maybe that means all of them misfires.
It was very, very, very confusing.
Yeah. So, and I rolled at least 1 misfire every time I fired.
Yeah. Did you carry on using those dice against him though? Because the way I would imagine it is you roll a dice. If you misfire, the reason you're working out how many are under that specific template is because you're going to remove them from the pool.
See, it doesn't say that.
No, because that's how like Gets Hot used to work on plasma
how
cannons.
It used to work. Gets Hot now.
I know.
It's just the damage,
I'm
right?
just logically thinking.
I don't
things.
disagree. I don't disagree. The rules when I read them did not say that.
So, I would play like for me. Not looking at it, I would either you take all those wounds, or you would take 1 wound because you've misfired, but you're not getting the 5 or the 7 or whatever's under the template. Those dice disappear because your gun has misfired. So you're not,
didn't.
That's how I would play that rule.
Reading it.
I'll have a look.
It didn't make that clear for our understanding.
Yeah.
I
mean, we're all early into this, right?
And so
Sam's experienced, he should know. But,
and so Sam obviously took a wound the first time round, and then still got all 19 hits on the squad, which pretty much wiped them out, all of them.
Yeah, well, it would do. And you got it in. Got a nice little quote in from the old Emperor.
What's the rule, sorry? It's
overload and...
So, basically, ignore all of overload, apart from the bit for weapons that don't make hit tests. So, for weapons that do not make hit tests, such as weapons with the template special rule, instead of rolling a number of dice equal to the firepower characteristic of the weapon used to make the attack, after the attack has been declared and the number of models hit is determined, each dice that results in a number 2 or equal to less than the value of X attached to the variant of overload special rule, that weapon had creates misfire. This does not affect the number of hits on the target unit created by this attack.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so instead, roll a number of dice equal to the firepower characteristic of that weapon, which is 1 for these case.
Yeah.
So I've worked out my pool of dice. I roll my thing, and then I have to get. I just basically don't get a 1 in this case, because if it's firepower 2, I'd roll 2 dice and don't get 2 or 1. So each dice that result in a number equal to or less than the value of X attached to the variant overload special rule that weapon carries creates a misfire. This does not affect the number of hits on the target unit created by this attack. So to me, that reads the hits still go through. It doesn't affect the number of hits. It just means I get hit. I get injured if I overload. Because for each misfire for the unit which the hit tests were made suffer a hit, those hits must perform a new fire group or strike group referred to as the misfire group. Once the current shooting attacks and any reactions triggered have been fully resolved, misfire group then must be resolved. The misfire group is resolved the same way you fire it. Yeah, fine. Yeah. So, to me, reading that, at the time, it was very confusing. And it is still very confusing.
It's still very confusing now.
So I think the first time I did it, I carried on and took the shots.
Yep.
The second time I did it, I didn't take any shots with that one. I just I didn't need to because they were dead. But I didn't take any shots with that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, Matt's now reading it again in his head.
I'm reading multiple things, just like community things, and because other people are asking these questions.
Yeah.
So I'm just seeing what people have come up with.
Yeah. And it's the way we did it initially. The first time you fired them sounds right from re-listening to how it's written there.
Yeah.
But you take a hit, you have to save against said hit, but the attacks still go through because it's you've shot it, but then you've got feedback.
Yeah,
on the weapon, perhaps.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
And I think if it was 7, so in this case 7 is the one I found, why would you ever take that gun if you're going to do 7 shots yourself?
Yeah.
Well, only if you roll 7 ones.
No, because it says roll 1 dice in there.
Oh,
on the template.
Yeah.
It says roll 1 dice.
Sorry for that. Yeah, you're completely right. You would never take that weapon because you roll 1 dice, you get a 1, and then suddenly you're taking 7.
Damn it, 7 hits.
My question would be whether you get those dice because it misfires. It sounds like you do.
Yeah.
But what if those dice then still have a potential to misfire? So you roll a 1.
Yeah.
So you work out, I've got 5 guys going off your 775.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you roll the 1 dice, you get a 1 on your guys that have got 5.
Yeah.
When you roll to wound, it's a wound roll though.
Yes, it's not.
I was saying if you rolled that, any other ones would cause more misfires.
Yeah, no,
so there's still a danger to it. That would make some logical sense, but it's not what it's saying.
No.
But I'm just trying to play it out in my head logically.
Because otherwise, it doesn't feel.
It's just a bit. It's a bit put like you take it every time because the likelihood of you rolling a 1 is low. Even if you do, you take 1 damage, and you're still getting your 5 or 6 dice under the template.
Yeah.
Like that seems a bit crazy, but it might just be that it is just a bit crazy. Because they haven't actually balanced that very well.
They're brand new units, so we want to make them look. We need to sell models. Yeah.
But also, like, if it was overload with a blast, you roll the 1, the blast scatters. As well as you taking the overload. And obviously, if you're using an overload weapon that isn't a template and it has hits, you roll the hit rolls, and any 1s do damage. So if you've got a multiple hitting weapon that's got overload.
Yeah, you could
potentially do 7 damage to yourself.
Which is where the disintegrator guns...
The template is... Yeah, that's where the disintegrators come in. So it's basically the one weapon that seems to just go, screw you, don't care about overload. Is a template
take
weapon.
1.
Yeah.
The overload...
Anything with a template that's damage 1.
Yeah. So it was good fun. So that worked for me.
It's just a shitty OP weapon, basically.
I mean...
From that reading.
The fact that you can fire that and that you can fire the plasma gun as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just a bit. That's just a bit broken.
Drop down.
It's a bit broken, but it's Saturnine and they're the new babies, and I don't think it's that. I think they've just fucked up the rule.
I don't know. I feel like because of the amount of people that can get underneath that template, taking 7 would mean that nobody would ever take it.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I know you'd have to have a different setup, but rather than what they've done is gone. Having 7, taking 7 would be ridiculous. You're never going to take it. So we just won't do anything with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is not
but
the
then,
right answer either.
But then rolling a template and rolling 7 dice and every one you take damage feels again too strong.
I don't know if it is.
I think it is. Like, because you could roll again. You could just blow
you could
yourself
roll
up.
6 ones, but
Well,
you might roll no.
You'd
ones.
have to roll like me.
Yeah, I mean Neil does that, so
but you
they
might,
never take Saturnine.
Yeah, but you might roll no ones.
Yeah.
So you might take no.
Yeah,
damage.
but that feels way more
It's
against
swingy.
the shooter than the blast template.
I
and the fact
genuinely
that
think the way
you're-
I'd fix it is if you misfire, you lose that many dice from the unit
That could be
because
cool.
the gun has misfired.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So it's like somehow the gun's misfired, but you've still somehow hit 7 dudes.
Isn't that because didn't Get Hot flip flop loads
No,
between?
yeah, so gets hot with a blast. So plasma cannons.
yeah,
If you rolled a 1 to gets hot, you didn't get the blast.
yeah.
But with a plasma gun, if you rolled a 1, you obviously took that 1. But if you're shooting, say, 2 shots with a plasma cannon,
Yeah.
or a plasma gun or whatever, because you're within rapid fire, that was it. So you would have 2 shots, and your hits were your gets hot.
Yeah.
So you'd roll, if you rolled a 1 and a 4, the 4 still goes through, but the 1 would hurt you.
Yeah.
That's how it used to work. But with a plasma blast, it used to be you rolled a 1, you didn't get the blast marker. You just literally didn't get a chance to do anything.
So it's kind of in the middle of everywhere.
So this is kind of like just a little bit. No, I think it's genuinely templates are the only issue. Because with a blast marker in this edition, you rolled that 1, you failed to hit, so it will scatter.
The shit thing as well is it's strength 6 AP3.
Yeah.
Which
It's
for me,
just-
I get 2 up save. I'm taking my
I
save,
think it's
but
just broken.
I don't
It's
think
just a little bit
I
broken.
think broken's a term we
The
throw
fact
around
that
way too much. I think it's just
I genuinely do, because if you roll that 1, it doesn't matter.
yeah. You take a damage. You get
Oh
strength
no,
6.
for a 4 wound model?
3 wounds model.
Yeah. So it's still got 2 wounds, and you're killing 7 Marines with no armor saves. That's fucking broken.
I don't think it's broken.
That really is. There's
It's-
no detriment at all.
It's very much an
Well, you take wounds.
anti-infantry.
1 wound.
And you pay for it as well. It's not a free upgrade.
Yeah.
But these are anti-infantry weapons. Let's be
Oh,
honest.
completely are. But I wouldn't take I'd take 2 of these if you were allowed to.
I mean, say to be paid for them, they're 5 points.
Yeah.
They're not that great.
Can you take 2 of these?
Because
Because you can take 2 guns, can't you? Do they have to be different guns?
What was you saying? Oh yeah, particle
Yeah.
shredders, not
I-
broken.
They're just mental. If you can take 2, why would you ever take
That was it.
anything
We're
else?
looking at that, weren't we? So you can take any model unit may have its Saturnine disruption fists exchange for the following. So I can take. No, I can't take two Saturnine disruption fists. No, I can
Can
only
you
take one.
imagine just having 2 and just fucking...
I definitely put these on
Right.
because of the ZM. I was like, we're going to be close together
yeah, well, yeah. But you can deep strike 2 inches away. So you're always going to be... This is what I'm saying.
for 60 points. Deep
Yeah.
strike 60 points.
Yeah. But
So,
it's not just
You
the gun. You're
If
getting
you think about it, Matt's, if you deep strike a squad of 3 of these in front of a 20-man tack squad, you're like 2 inches away.
yeah.
you're
gonna
deleting most
pretty
of them
much
in
wipe
one
out-
shot.
I know they're an elite unit,
Yeah.
and they're
And
probably
for how many points?
For 3 of them, 215 points.
Yeah, so that's
215 plus 60 for deep striking.
Well, they don't get deep strike. The Praetor, you pay a 60-point upgrade to deep strike.
Right.
So you have to take the Praetor to do it. So at that point, it's 215 plus 210 for the Praetor.
Mm.
So that's 420 points to
Yeah.
deep strike in
yeah.
4 dudes in front of a
Yeah,
unit.
to delete a line unit every game.
A line unit, but they move 5 inches. They're
Yeah,
slow.
yeah, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there is trade-offs here.
Oh,
like the
there-
gun is
yeah,
great,
yeah.
and it landed
gun is
really
insane.
really well. But it's also a flamer template. So if
Yeah.
you're not near people, it does fuck all.
Yeah, but that first turn you're deleting a unit.
Yeah. I only used it twice
Yeah.
because you ran towards me.
Yeah, yeah. Like, I don't have an issue with the weapon itself. I think just there's not enough of a trade-off on the overload.
I think
It's the
fact
one
that-
weapon that just kind of goes, yeah, overload don't matter.
but I think the trade-off is the range is always the template. It's you move 5 inches. All right, fine. I deep strike in for 60 points.
Yeah.
Well, 260 points or whatever
Yeah.
to be there. But if I started on the board, I would never have fired that weapon. I
Yeah, well, of
I
course
wouldn't
you
have been
would, yeah.
closer.
But
Close
if you're
enough.
going to start on the board, you don't take it.
Yeah. But it's only like I'm not
Although
going.
for 5 points, I probably would.
Yeah.
Is it attached to the fist?
Yeah. You get the fist and then a flame on
so,
top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to
So-
take it every time.
I feel like it was really good because of how it happened.
Yeah.
I don't think the gun is broken because if it was like a range 24 gun, fine. Completely fucking agree.
It's unbelievably broken at that point.
Yeah, I don't think it's broken because the number of times you're actually going to use it is going to be really low.
Yeah.
Like, apart from the fact we're playing in ZM games.
Let's say twice.
Yeah.
That's half the game. You only get to shoot 4 times.
Well, it's not half the game.
If
Because if they're deep striking and doing that, they only come in from turn 2. They might not even come in. They might not come in the entire game.
Yeah.
So it could be a wasted points. Like there is trade-offs as a unit. It's the gun without what they're attached to. I get it. The gun is strong. Yeah. However, you can't take that on attack squad.
No.
Like it comes on them for the 200 or whatever points for the fact that to do what I did, I had to pay 210 points extra for the tax for that. Like it's not overpowered. It's good. In isolation, I could see why you'd say it was overpowered, but to do what I did, it's not. It was half of Neil's army. Like, it's nearly 500. Well, yeah, it's nearly 500 points.
Yeah. But I think that almost makes it worse.
Why?
Because
I paid for it.
Deleting a line unit off of it in 1,000 points is way more impactful than deleting a line unit in a 3,000 point
game.
So you wiped out 110. You wiped out pretty
with these
much
guns.
With these guns, you wiped 110 point squad.
Yep.
How many of the Palatine blades did you kill with it?
None with them.
Yeah,
because they were right in front of you, and they were still there. I just moved in front of you. You took pinning check, didn't you?
Yeah.
So they didn't overwatch at all when you ran in. So I didn't kill any Palatines, and then I killed some of the tack squad, like half of the tack squad there. So 100 and what would you say?
So tax squad is 100 points, 10 points with Nuncio Vox.
Yep.
So, alright, so you wiped out half of the other one.
So 150,
so
160-ish.
160 points, roughly.
Yeah.
Cool. So that 400 point unit. I mean, they did other things in the game, right?
You could have killed the Palatine blades with that as well.
You also killed the Centurion.
Why didn't I charge the Palatine blades?
Because you said you weren't going to. That's literally you just didn't do it.
Because you can return fire. Oh, no, they're probably not. Well, the flame is
too
close.
I'm also not that concerned about the return fire. 2 up saves. Why didn't I?
No, I mean, as in you can.
Because you fired at me.
Fire.
I charged to you because it was my thing. Pinned you. You then couldn't charge me.
Yeah.
Then the next game,
because it was my.
You wanted another round of shooting.
Yeah.
But I didn't shoot them because otherwise I would have removed more than they went into me in a full squad.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh no, you can charge with being pinned. You just disordered.
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever. This is
semantics.
Yeah. It's boring for people at home. Cool. So, what do you think of the mission? Think it was good?
The mission was good. Yeah. Just my army wasn't suited properly for dealing with the other side.
The me side.
No anti-tank other than the melter cannon.
Yeah.
Which is short range, and high toughness Terminators are quite difficult to just kill with standard bolters.
Yeah.
You need a bit of plasma or a bit of something.
Yeah, so I didn't really have anything that could deal with that. And they were lucky with the swords.
I'm assuming the Contemptor was because he got shot by the other Contemptor, didn't he?
Yeah.
So he wasn't around to deal with the Saturnines.
Nope.
Well played. That was what you needed to do.
Yep. And then the Saturnines went the furthest away from that Contemptor. Because Contemptor was still alive. He had 1 wound left.
Yeah.
But he was still alive at that point when they dropped in because they came in turn 2 and he didn't die until turn 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
but
stay the fuck away from them.
Yeah, but you couldn't have done anything because it was
my turn.
Your turn.
So I got another shot with my las cannon.
Yeah. So wouldn't have done anything anyway.
No. I enjoyed myself. I always feel really shit saying that when you win.
No, it's good to playing games is good. It's good fun.
Yeah. I had a great time.
It was a little disheartening because I ended up with 3 models on the table. I think it was 3 or 2. 3, 2?
No.
Yes.
Your attack squad was still alive.
No. I had
the Palatine guys were running away. I know they were.
I had 3 Palatine blades left on the table.
The Flamers did again. So I killed 2 squads of the Flamers.
Yeah, exactly. So 200 plus.
Do you know what?
Points.
You just needed to stay away from me.
You can't when you're deep striking them 2 inches away.
No, this was after.
Yeah, but they're on the table at that point.
You could have run away the tactical away from me.
You
If
were right
move
next
5,
to the objective.
Marines only you move 7. You're only 2 inches slower.
It's out of the range of the flamers.
Yeah. No, it was in that respect. It was like, oh well, I've just been completely or near enough
Yeah,
tables.
been routed.
So it was that in that respect, it was a little disheartening. But it's useful to go right. Okay, what the fuck am I going to bring next time?
Yeah. Well, there's
Do you-
no guarantee he brings Saturnine again.
I don't care.
He probably will.
I think your Palatine guys suffer from the same thing my Crimson Paladins do,
Yeah.
where my Crimson Paladins aren't good at taking out elites.
No.
Like they're good if I send them in against tack squads.
Oh, they'll slice up.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
bully units.
And I think your guys are, and I think if it was me, I would have sent them towards where my tanks were, to where
the
my troop
spoilers
choices
and
were,
stuff were, yeah,
and the basics,
100%.
because I would have run the fuck away from them
Yeah.
to keep them alive.
Well, also they've got Vanguard 3, so they're earning 3 points killing you on an objective.
Yeah, 100%.
So they plow at an objective. That is their goal, to kill something on that objective.
I get why, because I've done it loads of times with the Saturnine Terminators. Why you go, that's a really big unit, a really big damage unit.
Yeah.
I
need
need
to
to
deal
go
with it.
and deal with it.
Yeah.
And you go, this is the only unit in my mind that I can do
It's
that with.
distraction carnifex. It's been
Yeah.
around
Yeah.
forever,
Well,
right?
actually,
I should have just ignored it.
just walk away from
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Like at that point, you could have ran them away. You could have ran the tack squad that was stood on the other side of those boxes around to the other side to then shoot into
The spoilers.
the spoilers.
Yeah, there was a lot of tactical mistakes.
Yeah, I'd say it's tactical learnings.
But also, some dickhead decided to say, yeah, for your opinion test, roll double 6. And I rolled a fucking double 6.
That's
Oh no, I was
hilarious.
like, just don't. It was with your Palatine guys.
No, you said,
don't roll a double 6.
no, you said roll a double 6.
Just roll a 6 here. You'll be fine.
Double 6. And I rolled, and it was double 6.
It was great. It was a great moment for me.
Amazing.
Especially after Neil's dice had been so shit.
Yeah, that's
Mostly,
that does
your
help.
dice aren't great. I don't know what it is.
Oh, so the dice have been punished.
Yes, yeah.
The dice are currently living in the freezer
Right, until next time.
until
I reckon it's because you need Emperor's Children themed dice.
I have purple dice.
Blood Angels do really well with the Blood Angel dice.
I have purple dice.
You just didn't use them last night?
I did. I was
It's
using
like
them,
the
just
giant
not
ones.
no, because they were shit against Matt.
Oh yeah, they were. They
So,
were. Yeah.
So you know, it doesn't
were.
matter.
It's because they're not separate. They're not being like cared for and stroked. And
Yeah. I only play with Blood Angel dice with Blood Angels. And they're the only dice in that box, apart from the Adeptus Terra ones.
You've got them all mixed in riffraff.
Yeah, no, you want
It's
to.
my issue. That's what I've currently got.
You want to create a class system.
No, I'll just build a special dice box that just miraculously makes everything roll correctly.
Yeah, magnetic.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Magnet bottom,
Yeah.
ones with magnets in,
Yeah, exactly that.
little dots,
Job
6s
done.
all day. But you need to have dice that aren't, because otherwise it looks too suspicious.
Yeah, you need
Yes.
like at least.
So special dice for doing
I
things.
like my 5 1s and a 4.
Yeah,
Fuck.
it was so good.
That is amazing.
It was like there were moments where I was like, I kind of wanted Neil to do more
yeah.
damage. 'Cause I was
yeah.
like, this isn't fair for Neil. Like it's not bad what he's done.
Oh,
It's
that's funny.
Pity dice.
Pity.
Do you want to roll
dice.
my dice next time? Do you reckon that'll be it?
No.
No, because I'll taint them.
No.
Right in the taint.
Oh, good. Well, they've been our 3 games from round 1 where the opening blows have occurred, and Blood Angels seem to be gaining ground and getting a tactical advantage. The Mechanicum under Talarion are getting very frustrated at these pesky legions, and I'm sure your egotistical Emperor's Children are going to want to come back with vengeance on their minds for next round. So hopefully you enjoyed that round 1, and we certainly did. It was great to play some Heresy, Neil to dip his toe into the edition, and we look forward to our next round, which you'll hear about not next episode, but the one after. So we're going to take a advert break and come back with our rounding out of the episode.
Got big ideas but running low on hobby supplies and kits? Now's the perfect time to stock up!
As you do so, why not help us out by using the affiliate link with Element Games? Whether you're painting, building, or creating something totally new, you can support the podcast while getting the desired piece of plastic and much more. Find our links on Discord and the Facebook community safe room. Shop now at Element Games and know you're making a difference. Thank you for your continued support.
As Father Time.
Welcome back. This is the round out of the episode after our very first summary of our 30k narrative campaign. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. We certainly enjoyed making it and playing the games. We look forward to carrying on the campaign. A quick reminder, our next hobby hangout date is April the 26th. That will be from 8 p.m. Look out for the Google Meet link on that day. If we get our selves organised, occasionally there's an event or an invite previous, but you can guarantee, put it in your diaries, April 26th from 8 p.m. we will be there for a hobby hangout. The event is progressing. We look forward to bringing you a little bit more info on that next month. But if you are coming to the event, keep chatting in the WhatsApp group. Traitors, actually the one or two that are still missing, join the WhatsApp group. That would be great. And we can get chatting with you guys too. Obviously follow our Facebook page. We have a Facebook community safe room group, which is still active. It's still there. Nowadays we're not as much on Facebook, but I still get all the notifications. I'd love to respond to posts and people's hobby progress and opinions or thoughts on episodes, so do keep posting there, as well as our Discord server. Come and join us on Discord. We have multiple channels, opportunity to chat about 30k, 40k, hobby progress, selling and trading stuff. There's lots and lots of channels on our Discord. Come and join in with the community there as well. That would be wonderful. But yeah, you can expect a lore spotlight episode next month. But until that comes around, I've been Matt.
I've been Sam.
And I've been Neil.
And this has been the Adeptus Terra Podcast. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us on the Adeptus Terra Podcast as we waged war across the grim darkness of the far future. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to follow, subscribe and leave a review wherever you're listening. It helps the signal cut through the warp. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram and Discord, where the war never truly ends and the discussion continues long after the last dice are rolled. Until next time, stand firm, trust in your war gear and remember, in the far future, there is only war.